What are you manifesting in your life right now? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another pick a card reading. We're looking at what you're manifesting in your life right now. And the kind of image I kept getting this morning was like a birthing tree. And I'm like, what's a birthing tree? And I guess it's like when women are giving birth, like some of them like to choose a tree to kind of hold on to while giving birth. And I just kept getting it over and over. So the original title of this reading was going to be, what are you birthing into your life right now? And it's essentially what's manifesting. But what Spirit wanted me to do is kind of look at the feminine energy and the masculine energy in your life right now, what you've been kind of working on, for the reason that this particular manifestation is coming through in a very big way for you right now. So it's a little bit a different way to approach manifestation. I think it's going to be really interesting. You'll be able to tell if it's your pile just based on like knowing if this is what you've been up to recently, if this is the energy that's been around you recently. And there's a feeling of like you don't know exactly what's manifesting, but you kind of get an idea because you're developing certain skills, you're getting certain knowledge, or certain people coming into your life or leaving your life right now. You know, you can feel the shift and change around you, giving you kind of a hint, an idea, a glimpse of what's to come. And I'm hearing it's right around the corner. So this will be a really good reading for you to kind of confirm what you've already been feeling and maybe get a lot of specific details that you might be wondering about. So with that, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile one. We're looking at what is manifesting for you right now. So we're going to look at the feminine energy in your life right now, the masculine energy, so you can see if this pile is for you, and then what's manifesting and why and the details. Okay, so what's kind of like the feminine energy you've been asked to kind of work on right now, kind of giving you a hint of what's to come. What's this baby forming for you? The Tower. Oh my goodness. Wow, pile one. Starting off with a bang here. Okay, so I do feel like there was some sort of unexpected event that kind of initiated this whole manifestation. Okay, visions in reverse. Psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out of body travel. Okay, so this is very feminine. It's very spiritual. I do feel like you were given like a vision. It was like shot into your brain. It kind of electrified you. It kind of mystified you, and it kind of just left you with a ton of questions, but you are kind of too much in awe to even question anything, like to even like it's kind of like source energy connecting to you so directly that you're like, I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to go with it. So I feel like it was a vision that you got specifically that was so like I'm seeing your jaw like literally wide open, like you're literally in shock with the vision you just got. So if that's something that you had recently, that is what it's referring to. I'm getting from your spirit guide, one or a few of your spirit guides are saying like you wrote this down, or maybe you should write this down, because you kind of forget when you have these kind of like, it's kind of like having a dream. When you kind of have a vision like that, it could have been a dream, but you had some sort of vision, however it came to you, and it was so shocking that like you might have written it down somewhere in a journal or something, but I'm hearing a text to a friend or something, but even right now, as you recall it, if you haven't written it down, I would, because you'll get more details now, and like just as more time passes, you'll forget some of the details that you remember now. So whatever that vision was, and I'm hearing for a very few of you, this is like to come. But for most of you, you already had this kind of very shocking, in a good way. Like it was like surprising. It was kind of out of body. It was so positive that it got you out of body. That type of vision. And however it came to you, like while you're just like listening to music or meditating or dreaming, like however. Okay, so the masculine energy component to what it's manifesting for you. Ace of Cups. Okay, so actual like offer of love. So this is something that was actually an opportunity that was given to you that I'm getting like you kind of wanted. It was something that you were kind of, it was a goal of yours and you got like an in that certain goal. So it could have been work, it could have been a hobby or interest. It's just something that you are passionate about, or something that you were like working towards and you wanted, and you got an offer or like a foot in the door in this type of opportunity that you were kind of working towards. So it can come in any part of your life, but it was like an actual physical opportunity in your life that came in regards to something that you set your eyes on, your goals on. Oops, wrong card. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm using quite a few decks in this reading. Okay, and then Mystic. Okay, wow, and Scorpio in reverse. The Mystic. Okay. I feel like when this opportunity came to you, you even felt like, did I manifest this? Did I manifest this? In fact, in this particular opportunity that was kind of offered to you, I do feel like it was offered to you through a person, whether it was online or in person. Like I do feel like this opportunity came through like a person or group. And I do feel like this person or group recognized your ability to kind of be an asset in that work environment or in that line of work, or that in that field, in that creative field or something. Like they recognize that there's something about you. They might not be able to put their finger on it, but there's something about you that they feel like is unique and would be able to help out, and which is why you were offered this opportunity. Interesting. Okay. So let's see what it is that is manifesting, but let's get kind of like, what is it in relation to strength? This is for you showing how strong you are. The reason this is manifesting for you is because Spirit wants to show you, the universe wants to show you how strong you've become in your manifestation abilities, in your mystical abilities, in just like your raw power, your energy. Okay, so what is it specifically that is manifesting? It's Stork, which is like a birthing a new beginning. Birthing a new beginning for a passion project, and celebration in reverse. Okay, so I do feel like the celebration in reverse is telling me it's going to be a little bit more private. But you are beginning a new passion project, whether it's in something that you already have an opportunity in, or that is just the driftwood of something coming in soon. Because I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, like this is just the beginning. So whatever you got an opportunity in, it was just a leg in. It was just a leg up, a foot in, a leg up in that energy. So it could be related to that specific job or passion project or interest, or that opportunity you got was just driftwood, which is that theory about something that comes into your life that indicates something similar is going to come into your life soon. Or something like that is going to come into your life soon, yeah. Like the example that the person, I forget her name, but like the person who came up with the driftwood theory was kind of like, you know, if you see a bunch of women in their wedding dress or something like that, it's like, oh, I always want to get married, but I keep seeing other people getting married. It's like, oh, think of it as driftwood, like changing your mindset, that this is the universe telling me it's going to be your time soon. So this opportunity could be your sign that like something like this is going to come into your life soon in a bigger way or a different way. And I do feel like it's related to your passion project. So that's why I kept saying like, this is a foot in the door for this type of energy. It doesn't have to be this specific passion project that you expand in, but I'm just saying, but the universe is saying like, you're probably going to get a really big opportunity in terms of your maybe even higher passion project soon. I keep getting the image of like with vision here, like your biggest vision. So this could have been like the universe showing you, like, look, you can manifest something in a small way, in a small passion project of yours. We're going to give you an opportunity in a very big passion project of yours, if that makes sense. Okay, and so let's see why is the universe bringing this manifestation in for you? I mean, it kind of makes sense. Make the grade with flying colors. It's because you passed with flying colors. Whatever test you passed, whatever you graduated in, you did with flying colors, pile 1. You signed up for this and you did it, and you did it like you did the hell out of it. Like, you didn't just like pass this test or have this experience in life. You went, like, you did it. Like, you did it as best as you could. You didn't just have the experience and like, oh, let me just check this off my list. You like went into it like having like the full throttle experience, as much like you and as in depth as you can, kind of thing. Where you need to be also came out in reverse. Acknowledge how you're feeling. Have faith. The universe will care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. So I'm getting that, like, I feel like you don't really have a concern. I feel like your concerns are being met and you feel it, you know it. And I feel like you kind of know that the universe is kind of leading you to something, and you kind of are just kind of meant to just let the universe lead you here. You already got the driftwood here with like opportunity in a smaller passion project of yours, indicating an opportunity in a very, very high level, bigger passion project of yours is coming through. It might be a little bit more private, but it's like kind of something that's going to evolve. This smaller passion project is kind of like a glimpse of how this bigger passion project is going to go. So like maybe not many people know about this in your life, about this passion project, a smaller one. Maybe you're taking your time to kind of develop it. Maybe it happens very quickly. However it happens, it's kind of an indication of how you're getting like a test run with a smaller passion project before this bigger passion project comes into your life. Does that make sense? Okay, and then lastly, hidden realms. Create consciousness and awareness. Create conscious awareness. Okay, and because these both came out in reverse and this one didn't, this is kind of related. Like, Spirit is saying you did exactly what you're supposed to do, but you did it not just like basically or in a good way. You did it great. You did a fantastic, excellent way. And this is a separate message with the hidden realms. I'm getting you're being invited to work with the higher level conscious beings and energies more frequently and more powerfully. Like, I'm getting this energy of like you're being invited into the inner circle. So like I'm getting like we all kind of co-create it with our higher selves, our higher guidance, with the universe, with source energy, right? But like when you kind of pass this test, like it feels like the divine trusts you more to be able to manifest more. It's like you kind of have to prove that you are in a higher frequency and vibration and can consistently stay in there and kind of manifest from, like, you're pulling from divine energy, right? You're going to be manifesting this with this divine energy, more positive things for yourself and for the collective rather than more selfish things. I'm hearing archon. So like you've been proven that you can't be influenced by negative influences and source, like negative influences or dark forces. And you've kind of proven yourself so much that like you're getting more like special powers or more energy brought into you so you can manifest more, because they trust you that you will manifest, because we have free will here. So in order to kind of be able to bring in more energies, you either have to have more occult knowledge or you have to have more trust from your higher self, from the higher forces, divine forces, and you have gained that trust. So you're going to be able to manifest easier. You're going to see like things are going to come easier for you and quicker for you. and you're just going to get all the resources you need. You're going to be able to enact on your creative projects and your passion projects more often because you've proven that you have like you're stable in that high frequency energy. All right, pile 1. Does that make sense? That is amazing. That is wow, mind blowing. I am so incredibly happy for you. Please let me know if this resonates. Please let me know that you picked pile 1, and if you can, like how it resonates. If you want to share, I'd really appreciate that. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2. We're looking at what is manifesting in your life right now. So we're going to look at like the feminine energy in your life right now and the masculine energy, so you can tell if this pile is for you. And it's going to be easy to see like why this is manifesting and what exactly is manifesting. So let's look at the feminine energy in your life. That's something that can give you kind of a clue, things that you've been working on or being guided to do at this time. Oh, Night of Snow. Adapt. It was funny. I was just watching a movie yesterday where there was like a dog that looked like this. I think it's a fox. Yeah, I was like, is it a wolf? No, it's like an Arctic fox or something. But yeah, it just reminded me of that. Cute little puppy. Okay, so Night of Snow. Adapt. So I feel like you've been kind of asked to be a little bit flexible with your energies recently and kind of adapt. And you're kind of like the test that you've been kind of going through is just like with a lot of like little changes going on in your life, like can you be flexible? Can you adapt? So that was kind of like I'm hearing a test that you've been kind of going through recently with spirit. And I'm getting it wasn't like heavy or difficult. It was just kind of I'm hearing there's a lot of levity in it. So it's kind of just like a little bit more playful, but we still are aware that it's a little bit more of like to see if you can go with the flow and change as like the plans change. And it's like not something like very difficult. It's just kind of allowing you to exercise your flexibility. Okay. The crane bag. Okay. Sacred Ocean Medicine, Clutter, Declutter, Choice. Okay, it came out in reverse. Okay, it was so interesting because as I was saying flexibility, I was thinking like you might even actually be kind of guided to do a lot of stretches, like physically with your body. So you might be going into yoga. You might just be kind of stretching a lot recently. Maybe certain parts of your body needed more stretching than others. That could be an indication of what exactly you're gaining more flexibility in. For example, if it's your back or your neck, or you're stretching your arms, shoulders, or you're stretching your legs a little bit more, your hips, like, or is it your full body? So, like, different parts of your body indicate different areas of your life. But I'm getting for most of you, it's just you're stretching a lot in general. And that's a sign that you're kind of getting your energies ready for anything that's ready to come. Because I feel like whatever is coming in, it might be a little bit different than what you were expecting. And so you're getting your energies, you're getting your body also ready to be open-minded for whatever comes in. Because I'm hearing this manifestation is something that you want, but like maybe it's very different from your life now. So you have to kind of get ready to kind of adapt is what I'm hearing. I'm also getting with the clutter declutter, I feel like you might be cleaning out a lot of things in your life, and not just like physical things. You might be physically clearing out like old clothes, old furniture, old books, old whatever, but you might be also cleaning out like your computer desktop, your phone, any pictures that you have on there, going through anything that you have, all the items. You might be physically decluttering, but you also might be like taking inventory a lot, I'm hearing. People in your life, decluttering that. The things that you kind of put your energy in day to day, you're decluttering that. So you're making space in your life for something new to come in, and I'm getting that you sense it and you know that, but you don't know exactly what it is. But like the amount of flexibility that you're being asked to have at this time indicates something that will change and radically change your life and really affect all areas. So I do sense that you're already starting to do this, pile 2? Okay, so let's look at the masculine energy in your life that you might give you clues into what is manifesting for you. The Tower in reverse. Wow. Okay, so something unpredictable is going to happen in your life, and it is a one like direct event, and I'm hearing like it could have just happened or might be happening very, very soon. Okay. And then ideals and magnitude, Jupiter. Something very, very good luck. Wow, pile 2. Got luck on your side. Something very positive is manifesting. The Tower in reverse, if you don't already know, I read it as a very auspicious, positive, divinely orchestrated event that you couldn't have planned or see coming. And it very much aligns with something very, very positive with Jupiter here. It's very, very big, and it matches your ideals, who you are now, what you would like in your life now, what you see for the future now. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting, this is kind of out of your hands, but there's going to be an event that kind of catalyzes all these changes, and it's like, it's very big, but you can't see what it is yet. They're not giving me many details, but which means it's like right here in your life. It's about to happen or just happened. But let's see what this manifestation is related to, and then what exactly is specifically is manifestation. Peace. Okay, so in reverse. So I'm getting that like you have been working towards getting peace in your life, and I'm hearing a little bit of stability too. Peace and stability. And I'm getting like it's always been I'm seeing this image of the rug being pulled out from under you. I don't know if you can hear like the backup, something like a truck or something is backing up. I'm getting that like you kind of always like, as much as you worked towards getting peace and stability in your life, something always happened in your life, an event that caused chaos, and it was like kind of one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing after another thing. Like it was like never ending, it felt like. But I'm getting like something big is about to enter your life that is going to give you a lot of peace and stability. Okay, and with it and being in reverse, like it's already kind of started. Like you probably already noticed that there's a lot of peace that has come into your life recently. You already started getting the feeling, the glimpse of it. You already know, you feel positive energy in your life. So what exactly is manifesting? Ooh, oh my gosh, the 2 fox. Oh, we have the cute little Arctic fox pup. And then like a fox again. Okay, wow. So I am getting like, fox are known for its shrewdness, but also for its intelligence and agility. So I feel like things are going to be happening pretty quickly, and you are very well prepared. It's kind of like going into like an examination where you already know all the answers and then some. Like you have like an advanced degree in this particular topic, and you're going into like a 4th grade level version or something like that, or even like a 10th or 11th grade version, or like kind of something very, very underneath your level, right? Like you're very, very well prepared, but I feel like you don't show it, and that's part of the tactic. You don't show that how easy it is for you. You just maneuver. I do see it's kind of like a quieter act. You don't let everyone else know that you know what you're doing, and you know what you're doing very well. Okay. An acquaintance and no contact. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like you keep people at arm's length where this particular situation is involved. So whatever is coming into your life, I feel like you understand what's going on, even if everyone else really doesn't to your level. And I'm hearing there's an advantage. Like I'm hearing like it's going to be helpful to you to kind of be more observant and see where people are, see where what their intention is, see their perspectives, and kind of like gain information, gain data, and keep them at arm's length until you kind of figure out what you want out of the situation, what your game plan is, and how you're gonna like maneuver. Yeah. Okay, so what is it that's manifesting? I do see someone coming into your life that you know, but you don't know well. This is someone in your life that you've met before, or know of at least. Okay, I want to get more information. Dream redirection. Redream the situation. Yeah. Okay, someone is coming into your life, pile two. And this is a test to see how you would handle this kind of situation again. I'm getting that you have the opportunity to redo something in your life that you wish you handled differently. I'm getting that you are like over this and you don't really care about it anymore. But since the opportunity is presenting itself, you're thinking might as well. So I am getting that you're getting a second chance at doing something in relation to someone coming back into your life that you don't even really think about anymore, but you're like, hey, if I get to a chance to kind of do this again a different way, I might as well. It kind of like you get to rewrite your past or something like that. This is like an actual opportunity. You know how like there's like some movies like Freaky Friday and stuff like that, like where like magical things happen, um, for you to kind of be tested and have like learn something, right? Those things actually happen. Like those like types of movies, like they might not happen in that like magical kind of way, but basically that's how the universe kind of tests us. Like they give us opportunities with people coming back in our lives, or someone who's like very similar to that person, or a situation that's very similar to a situation you wanted to correct, rewrite, experience, learn from, see if you've mastered, that type of thing. It does happen. So I'm getting a situation from the past that you at one point wanted to, but the reason it's coming back is because you don't really care about it anymore. But like you really did at one point wanted, you wish that things would happen differently. That type of situation is coming back with this specific person for you to handle in a different way, a way that you wanted to the first time. Interesting. Okay, so why is this manifesting for you? What's Spirit's purpose for that? Childlike devotion. Oh, wow. You are multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. I am getting this is something like, even though you've healed from this situation, and I'm getting it wasn't like traumatic. It was just something that you really wish you could have done differently in your life when you were younger. And so it's kind of, you know how sometimes we wish like, oh, like we can go back to a time in our lives and like redo life, or make the different decision or behave differently in that situation or something like that. You're getting an opportunity to do that. Like usually you're able to do that. You can do that just like mentally thinking about it. But like I'm hearing this is a gift from God. Like this is a special rare opportunity that they're presenting you with, that you're going to get a physical experience to literally be able to do that for yourself in real time in this life. Relive a situation where you wish you could have done things differently. And that is such a rare, special thing. You don't always get to have an experience like that. Not everyone does either. I'm getting that clip from I think it's the Amazing Spider-Man. I forget his name, but it's the one where he doesn't catch. Okay, so it was Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and he was saving Gwen Stacy, and then I'm not gonna say what happened if you don't know, but basically in the newer Spider-Man, like he had an opportunity to kind of relive that situation, and it meant a lot to him. So weird. I've been getting so many Spider-Man references recently. I don't know why, but yeah. So there's something that it's one of those feelings like, it's like it just like kind of fills your soul when you are able to kind of do it right this time, or the way that you wish you did it last time. It like fixes something in your soul that you can't describe. You know what I'm saying? And you get an opportunity to do that, and you're gonna come out like feeling like a hero, and it's gonna make you feel absolutely like angelic, walking on air, like you fulfilled something major in your life. Like you will shift your energy so hard, and that's kind of why Spirit is doing it. Is because because you deserve it. Like a lot of us will continue like kind of holding on to some of the experience that we had when we were younger. Like even if you've healed it, even if you've found something to kind of fill that gap, that hole, or change the energy around it. Like sometimes you'll still like remember it, still experience it. You'll still remember it the way it was, kind of, right? It's hard to kind of shake the past image of something, even though if you go into like deeper spiritual concepts, like you can rewrite your past just by kind of visualizing it differently. And like there's a lot of mechanics that go into behind that, and people won't believe it and stuff like that, but they'll call you delusional, or it takes a lot of energy and effort to kind of do that, like manifest that physically, to rewrite history kind of thing, rewrite the past. It is possible. It is being done all the time. But like with our timeline, because time doesn't exist outside of this reality. Okay, anyway, but to get an opportunity to kind of fix it in this lifetime and be consciously aware of it, it does something to your soul. It does something for your inner child. It does something to shift that. It doesn't have to be your inner child. Doesn't have to be a childhood experience. It could be while you're a teenager or young adult, or it could be something that happened like a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 months ago. It doesn't matter. Like it just like it's something that you wish you could have done differently, and the fact that you're able to do it, it shifts something in your soul. Okay, so why else does Spirit want you to do it? Cosmic ancestors, voice your concerns. I am getting this energy of like, because it will shift things for future generations. So like if you're thinking of having kids or having more kids, or kind of like, I'm getting it affects your line. So even if you don't end up having kids, but you have siblings or nieces or nephews or something like that, like it does affect the rest of your family line. It does. Anything you do, it can be sent backwards as well in your family line, but it obviously it affects like the future generations as well. So I'm getting that this isn't something just you wish you could have done differently. It's something that like a lot of people in your family or even your ancestors wish they could have done differently. Maybe they had a similar experience, or they're holding on to that memory as well. Wow. Okay. So pile 2, what is manifesting for you is this opportunity to relive a situation you wish you could have done differently. And that is going to push you in a direction that you could not have imagined. Let me see if I can get more details. Shaman. Yeah, I do feel like, okay, so usually if you're very intuitive or empathic, it's because um, is probably it's in your family, and probably runs in your family. So like usually people who are sometimes have a lineage of psychics or energy sensitive people, or you know, with specific spiritual abilities, it's usually kind of something that's passed on. And it's usually because sometimes, not always, but like psychic gifts come from trauma. And so you're kind of just passing all this trauma to the next generation, and therefore they break their psyche and become psychic as well. It's not a bad thing, because like we are in a place in our human history where we want to kind of become more psychic again, become more spiritual again, connect with our inner universe again. Um, but like I'm getting like changing it from having it to be from trauma to leader. You're leading the way for this to come through in a different way. Mother, birthing. Trust. It's like the feminine energy, trusting your feminine energy, trusting your intuition, trusting your inner guidance, trusting your spiritual abilities and your visions, protecting love. I'm hearing it's like trusting your feminine energy, trusting your feminine insights, your intuition, your spiritual gifts. Because a lot of us, spiritual folk, it's because we didn't accept our feminine energy that we kind of had this like break at some point, some sort of tower moment that kind of made us like have to face our like inner aspect, our inner universe, acknowledge it, and then once we acknowledge it, kind of and accepted that that exists, it's real, this energy lifestyle, the spiritual stuff, to work on it, to expand it, to heal it, you know, that kind of stuff, to let it empower us, to have our identity partially like be what our spiritual gift is, be able to express ourselves in our spiritual gifts. It's something that has, this is a very spiritual pile, something that comes with being on the spiritual journey, right? Eagle, yeah. So we got the eagle and the shaman here. Like you are one of those like gifted spiritual people, and it's for a reason. And it's kind of like accepting that role, believing it, knowing it, and not being ashamed of it. And I'm getting there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of distrust in this part, this aspect of yourself that is very highly intuitive, very spiritually gifted, and kind of seeing that and like accepting it. I'm getting like, what if you had the opportunity to accept this part of yourself, or acknowledge or recognize this part of yourself earlier on? How would your life look differently? Would you have not made so many, like, I'm hearing quote unquote mistakes, picking like the wrong path, picking, you know, getting in with the wrong crowd, or not knowing what to do with your like purpose? Like, would you have figured that out, all that out sooner, if you were able to accept, acknowledge, or see this part of yourself, or work on this part of yourself? Maybe you had environmental influences kind of knocking you off your course, kind of thing. You were delayed. Okay, so I'm getting I'm hearing late bloomer. So I'm getting that like there's a part of you that wishes that you kind of knew everything you know now earlier in your life. And like most of us think that way anyway, but like I'm getting like you got over it. Like, you know, life is what it is. You know, I'm hearing this energy of like you're happy and you're glad that you know everything that you know now and experienced everything and have the wisdom that you do now. But like, would you have saved a lot more time, energy, and effort if you were able to kind of work on this kind of stuff earlier in life? And the thing with light workers is like you are typically the black sheep, right? But you usually have a lot of these difficult experiences earlier in life, which makes you kind of the one that is kind of a late bloomer, because you're having all these experiences and learning things and becoming wise before you kind of go off and, like, for example, get married or have children, or kind of figure out where you want to kind of settle down. Like you figure these things out first, which a lot of people, they just kind of dive right in head first, more in the physical masculine energy. But you took the time to kind of really know yourself, what you want out of life, and all these kinds of things. So it seems like you're a late bloomer, but what it really is that you're doing a lot more at once So it looks from the outside, it looks like you're a late bloomer, but what you're doing is a lot more in all areas of your life. So you're setting yourself up for the ultimate life rather than just a mediocre one that doesn't really resonate, that you would kind of be itching to get out of, and making a lot more mistakes throughout your life rather than just initially to kind of learn what you need to learn, is what I'm getting. So that type of experience is coming back for you. I'm hearing, surprisingly, you're going to be getting a lot of your time back. Wow, light worker starseeds, like I am getting that most of you who came to this pile are some sort of spiritual warrior, teacher, leader. Something about getting your time back. Get back to the basics. Love, deep affection, and caring. There's a part of you that was always innocent, and that there's this energy about you, like you deserve the world. You're so pure-hearted, so kind, so loving and caring, that like imagine what the world would have been like if you were given the proper tools to nurture that aspect of yourself. But you had to go into a rough world and develop more of your masculine energy first, and that kind of didn't suit you. You needed a world that was the world in which you need to be suited. And this isn't something like, oh, you're blaming your parents and you're blaming your environment, that you should have had something better. I'm getting this kind of energy of like, no, like the world, you came into an energy in this world that was really rough. And if you were, even had like a slightly better energy to come into in this world, like you would have thrived and you would have lived your purpose like more fully. And that's why we're all kind of working really hard, all of us, right? Spiritual leaders, to get the energy of the world back, this dimension back to where it was. So we can, when we manifest in the physical, we're able to have physical experiences that align with where our soul is at, versus in all these trials and tribulations. It's one of those cycles that you kind of want to clear out. We want to get back to a place where we can live a life that's more meaningful and that can express our creativity physically. And every once in a while, like the world's crowded by getting off track from doing that, right? So that's the kind of energy I'm getting. It's like you're getting back to basics. Wow, stork. News or birth of a new business opportunity. And I'm getting it's like in a more 5D way. Bird flying, news is on the way. So you'll be getting this news. How is it coming? Sphere. Heartache over what you no longer have. I feel like that's like you've gotten over the heartache of like not being able to get the 5D things that you wanted. I feel like there's like a lot of people who like, oh, I want money, I want fame, I want like a lot of like physical things. And I'm hearing you're like, I want family. I want good connections with friends. I want to be healthy. I want to be able to do what I'm passionate about every day. I want to be able to take care of nature and the people I care for. Like there's like difference, in what you wanted and what a lot of people around you wanted. And dragon, beware of self-delusion. I'm hearing getting back to basics. I'm getting like you are entering a 5D energy, a 5D business and life path, but like you're gonna have to do it in a more realistic way. I think what you imagined before, it was very, you were using your imagination very strongly, which was really great for ideas, but now you're gonna have to bring the 5D energy back into merging the physical and spiritual ways of manifesting. So I am getting kind of this energy of like, I kept saying that like when light workers finally enter 5D energies for good, and we got that peace and balance, you're going to enter this 5D energy where you're very well protected. No one can touch you or harm you or influence you negatively. And you can be as creative as you want. You can manifest as much as you want, but it's like kind of like you're entering this 5D energy like a toddler, because that's probably the last time you were able to be so free and creative without being influenced by 3D energies. But you're going to have to learn how to do it in a physical way. So 3D isn't just physical. Like you can be 5D in the physical realm. You can be 5D in the physical. But like the way that we've been, the only ways that we've been 5D in the physical was when we were like very, very young, or very, very in a place in our time in our life when we're very, very childlike. So we're gonna have to learn how to do it in an adult way. So there's some there. I'm hearing the universe has. I'm hearing time stand still. So the time, like spirit has definitely kind of, is gonna freeze time for you, so you're able to be introduced to the 5D energies for the long term, in a way that like is reasonable for you. Like they set aside time over here. Set aside time. And I'm also getting like you're going to get back time. So you're going to feel more youthful when you're in the 5D. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more ideas. You're going to feel like life has just started no matter what your age is. I feel like your health, with the health here, you might even reverse your age. Wow, what is coming through? Sorry, I'm getting hit with so much heavy energy right now in a good way. There's a lot of, at the time that I'm recording this, like Neptune just went into Aries. We have 2 portal days coming up, and I get the energies for any like shifts like that, like the day before. So I can, even while I was sitting down for this energy, for this reading, like I knew I'm like, this energy is so strong, but like there's a reason I'm doing this reading right now. So let me just try to wrap this reading up because I know you just want to get to the point, but I'm hearing reverse age. You're going to be able to reverse your age. Let me see if I can get a time frame and when this is going to come through for you. By the end of the day, it's happening now. It's happening now. This experience, not in this lifetime. So I'm getting, it's not just in your lifetime. This is something that maybe your parents or your grandparents or your great-great-grandparents or your ancestors down the lines have also experienced. And I'm getting your children or your nieces and nephews or whoever, your blood relatives, will also experience this in this lifetime. You're switching this experience for them as well, where they can also experience this in a positive way. You're changing this for past generations and future generations. Oh my goodness. And then I got before August. This experience will last, okay, because I got August, and then a few cards fell on the ground, and October was one of them, but it also fell in reverse. So it'll be around October, October. This will be very, I'm getting August, September, October. You'll have a need of help, assistance, and guidance. And if it's in reverse, I feel like you're going to be helping a lot of people. Specifically August, September, October, I'm getting whenever you watch this, a timeless reading, but I am getting those specific months, August, September, October, November. When you come across this, you'll be helping people specifically in regards to this. I'm hearing your family. So you'll be directly helping your family with this experience in some way in August, September, October. You might be feeling it before that though. Older woman. I'm getting you're the wise feminine energy. You're the person people will come to when they need help with their feminine energy and understanding this, because something is shifting, not just within you, but within your ancestral line, within your bloodline. And I'm hearing magical family. So like you're the person in your family that is changing things for not just you, but for your bloodline. And this magical family of yours, because I do feel like you guys have some sort of magical gift, and some of it does come from trauma, will be shifted to not just come from trauma anymore, but from directly from source, from directly from your inner universe. It doesn't have to be triggered by trauma anymore, even though I'm hearing it, there will be stories about it. There will be spoken stories about how there was, it did one time come through trauma and not through these blessings. You're going to be the wise elder, but like your magical family, along with many other magical families of starseeds and light workers and spiritual warrior leaders, wayshowers of the world right now, your energy is going to influence the collective energy. So like that's what I'm hearing. Wow. But I am getting in these few months, it's going to be when you specifically will be like, I feel like you go through the experience first, how this energy shifts in you first, and then you're going to be helping others in a few months, within a few months, later in the year. I'm here. If you're watching this at a different time, then like, you know, in 8 to 10 months, you'll be helping them, other family members, specifically family members. I'm hearing blood relatives who will be also shifting their energies because they're directly connected to you and ready for that experience. You're going to help them with that experience as well. That energy shift within them, because you are now the wise elder of your family and they recognize you for it. Especially when it comes to feminine energy things like, you know, intuition, spiritual gifts, nurturing, receptivity, emotional things. Okay, pile 2. I try to make it short. I try to get to the point, but Spirit had a lot to say to you. I hope it was super helpful. If it resonated, I would really love to know. Please put a pile number 2 or a fish in the comments section to let me know that you picked this pile. It really helps me know that I'm connecting to the right people. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. We're looking at what is manifesting for you and your life right now. We're going to be looking at the feminine energy and the masculine energy in your life, so you can see if this pile is for you, to see what you've already been guided to kind of work on in both areas, to see what is going to be the manifestation that is coming into your life. So let's see the feminine energy that you might have been guided to work on already, that's already giving you hints and clues of what's to come. Page of Snow, the Page of Swords, in reverse, we got Emerge. So something is about to kind of come on to the scene. It kind of maybe already started to. We see this bud. So there's like some sort of seed that you planted that is ready to start to take. It's already started taking root. It's already starting to come out of the ground and ready to kind of bloom. So something is ready to kind of come into your life that you've already planted the seed of, that already has taken root. So this is an idea that you had, that you took action on, and that already started to it already kind of has a foundation. And you know that at any moment it's going to kind of produce its fruit. You already see it kind of coming out of the ground. You already see it kind of emerging into your life in the physical ways. And you know, so you already kind of have some sort of success in it, because you already see it kind of taking root. It's already showing. It's already starting to show. And you know, at any moment now, it's going to become very successful, is what I'm hearing. It's already coming. You already see it coming out of the ground. So at any moment, you know, when it's time, it's going to bear fruit and bloom. Okay, so so the feminine energy, air. Okay, we got the swords and we got the air. Breathing deep, entering into your life. Exchange of life, bringing energy. So this is coming into your life, like right now. I keep using the word like coming. I'm getting this energy of like, this is very much excitedly about to kind of just explode onto the scene. And the funny thing is, like, manifestation, it is very, very similar in its process to sexual energies, right? That's why they say like sacred sexuality is a great way to manifest, one of the ways that you can manifest, because you're kind of mimicking how creation works, how the divine works, how everything in the world works, how, you know, life is brought in. So there's something that's about to come to life, and this, whatever is about to come to life, is going to give you life. Like, it's like one of those things, like, gives you a reason to live, and it gives you life force energy back. So this is something you birth. Dang, like so many energies with the sacral. this, whatever you're going to give birth to is going to be able to give you life force back. So it's kind of like when you create love with someone, when you create a sacred union relationship with a romantic partner, when you give birth to a child, gives you a reason to live. It gives you a life force energy, to more willpower as well. So there's this energy of like whatever you're about to birth is about to give you energy too. It could be a business, it could be a new life path, it could be whatever it is. And this is something you've already worked on. It's already has a foundation. It's ready to kind of pop off at any moment. Okay, so what is the physical component? Like, what are some of the actions you've taken in this manifestation? 3 of Wands. It's already successful. You're just waiting for it to be more successful. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Chiron, inner healing. You've already done the work. And I kept getting like, you've also done the work in regards to what you would do with the success. How your life would look like with the success of this project or whatever it is. You've done all the inner work. It's already successful. You're just waiting for it to be more successful. Which you always knew it would be, or at least now you know it's going to be. Okay. Yeah, so if you've kind of felt like, oh, I don't know what I should do with this, work, career, job, business, relationship, situation, whatever it is, like you're like, I already put energy into it, like I want it to be successful, but I don't know if I should let it go, if it's going to be successful. Before you even got to this reading, this pile, you already had a hint or clue that this particular project or situation is going to be very successful. You might not know how or what. You might not know exactly which project if you have multiple going on. But you already got the sign from the universe that something is about to become very successful in your life. And so you're just kind of being told to kind of just keep going with what you're doing, whatever it is. Even if I'm getting, for some of you, you have like multiple things that you've been working on in this type of manner. Okay, so what is it specifically that is manifesting for you? What is it related to? Answers, yeah. So I do feel like you've been kind of waiting to see what becomes successful, because I do feel like there's like you've been working on a lot of different things in your life, and you're kind of like you have a really strong feeling that something is about to come to fruition or become very, very successful, but you might not know exactly what area of life. It could be more than one, but you do feel like at least one very specific thing is gonna become very successful in your life, whether it's your love life, whether it's your career, whether it's your finances, whether it's your health, whether it's whatever, your social life, whether it's your home, your material life, whether it's your skill set or knowledge base, or whatever it is, your looks, or your excitement for life, or whatever it is, like something about to like really go. And you've been feeling this, you already had confirmation of that before you got to this pile. Okay, so what it is, so something is about to be successful, even if you don't know exactly what or how it looks. Even though you might know what you would do if you were to be successful in that way. Birds, okay. Gossip, okay. So I feel like the reason Spirit kind of like didn't tell you the exact details is because you tell too many people. Pile 3, which isn't like, you don't like overly share or something like that, but it's just, I feel like you're just so excited about it that you want to share, or you just like, I don't know, you finally have something that you want to kind of tell people about, and so Spirit's like kind of like knows that about you, and like it's not a bad thing, you being that way. It's just that like there's a reason why you're not meant to kind of tell other people about this particular manifestation. Okay, so what is it? Writing, reading, research. So this is something you've been putting energy in, that you've been looking at. This is the thing that you read about, articles, about, you look at videos on, like every now and then you kind of know the people in the industry, or you kind of know what you're looking at next, what the next steps would be in this project. Like you have been putting energy into this. Career. Yep. It's related to your career. Okay, so this is something that you know you've been putting energy and effort into, that you are very successful in, you know your stuff, and you're just kind of waiting to see how it manifests. Because I do feel like you're kind of, I'm hearing like you're very broad in terms of your research. You've been kind of looking at everything and looking at a lot of different things, and you're kind of just wondering like what direction you're going to be going in, how it's going to blow up, what you're going to be kind of specifically going into, how it's going to be unique for you, what your specific role is going to be, because I feel like you have a general idea, but like you don't know specifically. That is what it's going to be manifesting for you. The exact answer of your exact purpose or career. What you're going to be specifically doing for your job, your career, your line of work. It's going to be very specific for, like, to you, pile 3. So why is this manifesting for you? And why is it manifesting for you now? What are some details about this? Eyes on the prize. You kept your eyes on the prize. You kept going. Guidance of your North Star. I feel like there are times that you might have kind of like, we mentioned before, like you're kind of like, should I leave this? Should I let it go? Or should I continue with this? There were so many times where you could have let it go. You might have let it go. You might have stepped away from it. You might have kind of pursued it in different ways. But you kept going with it because you're like, there's something here. I know I'm supposed to be working on this. It might not even be your specific career, but maybe specific knowledge or experience or skill sets around this career. So you might have been kind of develop your leadership skills, or maybe you wanted to kind of work on your communication skills or something. Maybe something around this career or job, but not specifically for the career or job. Like I feel like you're kind of expanding in all ways. But it kind of all would help with this specific line of work, with this specific career. I'm hearing you stuck with it. You stuck with it, and now it's being successful. So I do feel like even if you questioned this line of work, this career, all the work that you've been putting in, that it could make you better in this work or just kind of a person, skills like patience, being able to read people, when to bring in specific communication styles or whatever it is. I'm hearing some of you is like eye contact, like you just want to be able to hold eye contact. Maybe you want to be able to work with people online better, in person better, even maybe just you want to brush up on your knowledge base of particular types of drinks or food, because you know that you have coworkers who always go out to this specific restaurant or who have interest in that. There's like that type of thing, like, where you like are doing things that are related to that work, but also could maybe be good for something similar to that career, but different. That's why I'm getting like, you're so confused. You're like, am I going to go be successful in this career or something different? And you're going to get that particular answer specifically for you. It's going to be very clear for you. I'll pull some time cards after this. Timing cards. Okay, resilience. There is no rush or push. Like I feel like you're kind of like, I will continue doing this, working in this career, no matter how long it takes me to be successful, just because it was your soul calling, it's your soul purpose, and you knew it. So even if you kind of thought like, hey, maybe I can do it as a side gig, or take a break from it, come back to it later, maybe take on fewer hours, do it as like freelance consulting or something like that. Like whatever it is, you kept doing it. Maybe you can do it for fun, as a hobby, like whatever it is, you kept doing it because you knew your soul was calling for you to do it. And that means something to the universe especially. Okay, and then lastly, Kundalini rising. Ignite your passion for life. So I definitely feel like this, you have kept following your passion. You kept following your passion, even if it wasn't making you money, even if it wasn't becoming successful, even if it kind of plateaued with the success, even if you kind of ran out of ideas, even if you kind of were mad at it, ran away from it, it kind of gave you so much hardship, it confused you, whatever it is, you kept going with it. And it's because you have passion for it. And that's like the people who become really successful in certain lines of work is because they keep pushing and they have so much passion for it that even if they fall a million times, they keep getting back 1,000,001 times and that's what makes them extremely successful. And that's kind of what I get. So even if you had like a love-hate relationship with whatever this was, I feel like above all, it was mostly love. It was mostly passion. Yeah, wow. Okay, so timing card. Okay, so when are you getting this answer? Because it seems like it's going to be a very specific, straight up clarity, no doubt about it. You're going to know exactly what it is that you're supposed to do. Give it time. It's in the works. Okay, so it's been you've been kind of patient enough, I'm hearing. There is no more time in reverse. So it's like the time is now. I'm getting like no rush, right? Like there's no rush. Like you would be doing this even if you knew that you weren't going to be successful in it ever, you would still do it every day. And that's what the universe needed to know. Timing is paused back due to blockages. I'm hearing there's no more blocks. There's no more waiting. There's no more, like, the universe isn't saying, like, this is going to happen soon. This is going to happen soon. I feel like it's going to happen now. I feel like you've gotten so many signs that something was going to happen, something is going to happen. And it kind of did, or it did a little bit, or nothing happened at all, that you kind of just like, I don't care about timing anymore. Like, I'm not listening to timing signs from the universe anymore when it comes to your career. June. Okay. So we got a specific time frame. We got June. They're like, no more surprises. You're getting straight up answers. June is also timeless reading. So it's like in 6 months, approximately 6 months from now. Yeah. And then 9 months from now in reverse. So like approximately 6 to 9 months from now is when you will get that specific exact thing, career, line of work, job, specific role, company, business that you are supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And by the end of the year, so like 12 months. Okay. So we got 6, 9, 12. And then February, which is next month or within a month. So the timing is everywhere now. What do you mean, Spirit? June 7, 6, 6, 5, 7, 6, 6, 5. For most people, it is going to be around 6 months. For most people, you'll get the idea in 6 months. You'll get like what it is in 6 months, and then within 6 months after that is when it will start physically coming in very strongly. And I'm hearing by this time next year, 5, 3. Is when you'll get the resources for it. 7. Yeah, you'll get the physical resource for it. What way? Ring. A marriage will take place. Romantic or business. Oh, partner or people. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's keep going with this. Okay, so in around 6 months is when you'll get the specific idea of what your career that you're meant to do in this lifetime, your big main thing is going to be. And then around like 6 months after that, and like I'm getting like within 3 months, you'll get like a big physical manifestation in that career. And then 3 months after that, like within 3 months after that, another big physical manifestation within that career. Because I'm getting like you're getting set up in it. So you set it up in 3 months, you set it up in the next 3 months, something else. So like there's like parts to this. And then around this time next year, you're going to be kind of bringing in a business partner or employees, or the resources are people. So you're going to be bringing in the right people for this business, for this job, this career, this line of work. Or more people, yeah. More people, or... Yeah, home, structure, solid. I'm getting like solidify. So if there's like candidates in the running of who you're going to work with, or bringing on more people or something like that, by next year you'll be able to get the right people. Should we keep going? Like, the spirit's giving a lot of information. They're like, it's time for answers. I'm like, yeah. By the end of the year, though, specifically, it's still going to feel like things aren't absolutely clear when it comes to Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Yeah, because I feel like this is a huge risk or gamble, because this is like a out there idea, right? This is very specific, very unique. If you decide to go for it, you're going to be putting a lot of time and energy into it, and money. And so this is like a huge risk, and you're kind of like thinking about, like, even by the end of the year, like, even though you're setting everything up, it's like still kind of like, oh, this is a big risk, right? Period of prosperity and abundance, and then be careful not to take risks. Yeah, I do feel like you get money and you're kind of like, should I use this money to invest in this new thing? And it's kind of scary, because like you finally get like the resources you need, and that it's kind of like it's a lot. The time is now. But like, if there's a time to do something in your life like that, would be the time. Use your intuition if this is right for you, and it's the wrong time. In reverse, which is like amplifying the time is now. It's clarifying, giving more confirmation that the time is now. The time is now. The time is now for what? The time is now for what? Slowly, if surely, getting ahead. Spirit's like saying, like, take your time, but the time is now. Like, you have to put in energy and effort to it. What about February? Is that now or next year? So it says there is something coming in now. Something to go against you. There's something that's, in order for like something that to come, I feel like because you're questioning what you should do right now, something is going to come in next month that is going to make you absolutely sure this is what you have to stick with. Because I feel like you're even kind of on the edge, of like, should I leave this work? Should I leave this career? Should I leave this project or something like that? And something is going to happen next month that is going to make you realize, like, no, I need to stick with this. Yeah, someone is trying to compete between you and something that you want. It's kind of that energy. It's like when someone tries to take it away from you, you realize how important it is. That's going to happen next month. Like, someone's going to try to take away this project or this career for you, or kind of maybe make you feel like, oh, you should do this different thing, or, like, you should take this job or take this role at this company instead. And then you're like, no, wait, actually, you know what? There's so many more pros, like being where I was and doing what I was doing. Like, actually, I'm going to stick to this, So something like that happens next month. That's going to make you realize, like, you should stick to where you at, even if it was kind of challenging at times and you've been kind of questioning if you should move forward. Grapes. Time to go out and have fun. But luckily, this is going to be a really enjoyable experience this whole year, even though there's a lot of like, should I take this risk? This is a new idea. It's very exciting, and it's really fun for you to get this idea in. Is there any involvement from others? Gather, yes. I feel like you'll be gathering with the right people, the right resources. A lot of things are going to be coming in for you because the universe wants you to continue pursuing this. Joy. Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm telling you, this is going to be a really fun year. Like, I told you kind of just like the important, serious things around this career choices and stuff like that. But it is absolutely a lot of joy, a lot of fun coming in for you this year, which is why you're more apt to go for something that is so resonant and aligns with your heart this year, because you're feeling on top of it, you're feeling good, you're having the right people, you're having the right resources come in, you're having a lot of fun, which is why you're bringing in the idea for this big soul mission or your life purpose, or this really, really like the career that you're meant to kind of build in this lifetime. Come in with really strong, clear direction and answers for you. Bloom, and it's time for you to bloom. So I do feel like you're going to be slowly blooming this year. And so that's why Spirit is saying, like, go slow, because you want to enjoy every moment of this. Like, it's going to be one of those, you know how, like, sometimes you forget to appreciate, like, when things are happening for you? That's this year for you, Pile 3. So let things happen slowly. Don't be frustrated that it's coming throughout this year, because you're going to be having so much fun, which is going to allow these ideas and answers and clear, specific physical directions and actions to come through. It's kind of like, savor it. This is what you work so hard for. Let yourself bloom and enjoy that blooming state. Let your wings kind of unfurl and be seen, and get the sunlight and shine. And Princess, yeah. There's this energy of, like, you're getting a lot of things that you want, so have fun. You get to. Spirit is saying, like, this is one of the moments where you get to kind of just have fun and not care about things, and, like, just really enjoy in a youthful manner, just have fun with life. And lastly, fortune. Like, you're getting a lot of good luck and a lot of good fortune, a lot of good resources. So what was that about the resources at the end? Communication and father. Okay, so I'm getting father time and father, like, grandfather money. Or is it grandfather time? I don't know. They're masculine energies, whatever, right? You get what I'm saying. But I'm getting this kind of like divine father energy, right? Divine grandparent, divine grandfather energy of, like, money and time and stability. That type of masculine energy is coming in. So I feel like you're going to be communicating with that. Like, I'm hearing ancient energy, that really, really divine father energy that's within all of us, that we kind of sometimes lose connection with or don't connect with on a stable energy. I am getting that you're going to be stably connecting to your divine father, your divine masculine energy. That is deeper than the divine masculine that you know. It goes way deeper. Like, I connected to time and money energy, which are very ancient, very old energies. So you've been connecting to that aspect of yourself, which is why you're going to be slowly connecting to that really ancient divine masculine energy, which is why you're going to be doing very, very big things in your life, in the physical, in this reality, in this world, in this lifetime. So it's going to be slow, but you're slowly developing a connection with your ancient divine masculine energies within yourself, and therefore on the outside, that's why you're going to be building this, like, legacy type of career. Pile 3, I hope that makes sense for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, please let me know in the comments. It really, really helps me out. I really, really appreciate it. I would say, yeah, whether you're a masculine or feminine energy, like, the princess energy, I'm getting this horse, like, whether you're like a prince or prince energy, like, I feel like you're being spoiled by the divine, that really ancient divine masculine energy, which is kind of like a divine father or divine grandparent energy. Like, they're the ones who would get you, like, that pony or that horse for you to kind of learn to ride on. I am getting that cowboy type of energy. It's like, really, like, they're spoiling their kids, right? Like, that's how your father, that's how your grandfather would spoil you. Yeah, your mother and grandmother too, but, like, that's how your divine father and divine grandfather energy would want to spoil you, right? By getting you, like, physical things that would, like, not just make you happy because, like, you get this horse, but like, teach you responsibility, teach you how to care for another living thing, to advance your skills in horse riding. That's something practical that you can use to travel, but also in, like, wartime. Gives you stability, something to do every day, work, study, right? Like, there's a type of, like, that aspect that you're connecting to. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you picked this pile. I'd be very interested to see if you are getting that type of energy, picking up on that type of energy. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. We're looking at what is manifesting for you right now. We're going to look at, like, the feminine energy in your life and the masculine energy, and see, like, how the universe has been kind of guiding you towards this manifestation right now. So let's start with like what you have been guided to do with your feminine energy. See what spirit was kind of pushing for you. Wow, the sun. Okay, the radiant companion. They love you. Source energy loves you. I feel like you're like like the star child. Like you're special, I'm hearing. Like they dote on you, I'm hearing. So they definitely kind of they see you as like the shining child, like the golden child. That can do no wrong. So they really, really love that you listen to them, you listen to your creativity, that you listen to your inner child. They like that you have fun. They like that you kind of set aside time, I'm hearing, to like be childlike, be creative. Like you haven't forgotten that part of yourself. And I feel like they really appreciate that because so many people have forgotten it or don't do it enough or don't do it in like a healthy way. Interesting. Okay. Express your creativity, beauty. And they also love that you're very beautiful inside and out. I'm getting like you're graced with a lot of beauty, whether you're male, female. You're graced with a lot of good looks, and you know it. But the integrity. The thing is, I'm hearing like a lot of, this is something I thought of recently, interesting, but like a lot of God's children that they made purposely beautiful for like the specific lessons that they wanted to have in life, they never really lived up to their beauty. Does that make sense? There's a lot of people who kind of, like, a lot of people were given a lot of pros and cons in their life, like they have, everyone's kind of has their own set of privileges and kind of setbacks that they've had in life. It's like kind of whatever hands you were dealt. And sometimes we see more of like the physical outward ones that like are kind of very obvious, but like money, family, and looks being one of them. But a lot of us have inner privileges. Like sometimes you grew up with a lot of love, you grew up with a lot of like resources. Maybe you're very intelligent, emotionally inept, creative, whatever it is. So spiritual gifts. So we all have our pros and cons, right? But I feel like you are given such incredible and unique beauty, and you know it. But you're someone who lived up to their beauty, and they cannot express enough how much that means to them, because it's like someone who's finally living out their privilege in the way that it's meant to be. I'm hearing that like the privilege that we were born into is supposed to be something that we are meant to live up to. So if you're born with a lot of love in your family, you're meant to kind of share a lot of love, right? Be an example of how to share love for those who didn't grow up with it or have gotten lost from that or something like that. It's like if you were kind of born with a lot of money, you're kind of meant to kind of, be able to help others get money by creating jobs or kind of, whatever, like that kind of thing, right? Be able to kind of represent what someone who has a lot of money, how they can help others and kind of live and maintain a healthy boundary type of life, like not expecting to like deplete all your money for others, because not everyone else would do that, but be able to be charitable in a healthy way, and be able to kind of take on your shoulder on the chin, like when people kind of scoff at you for having a lot of money, that kind of thing, like, so you're supposed to kind of be able to be a good example for others, for someone who has a lot of that. Pretty privilege, I'm hearing, is when you have so much beauty, you're supposed to show others what you can do with that beauty. So because you have a lot of beauty, you're gonna get a lot of attention. You're gonna have a lot of people be able to focus on you, want to help you. And so with that beauty is to share that beauty, like use that beauty to kind of help others, be a voice for a cause, or if you know what you're doing, and how to show everyone else how they have beauty and where they can see beauty in others. And it's kind of like the purpose of people who are beautiful. And you've been living up to that, Pile 4. You've been showing other people the beauty in themselves, physically and internally, and then beauty in their life, beauty in their world, that kind of thing. Or you might have been encouraged to do that recently. Kind of accept your beauty. Maybe there's something that happens sometimes with people who are very empathic and very beautiful, where it's just kind of like you feel like a lot of people kind of look at you and kind of treat you differently or treat you badly or get jealous, and it's kind of like, oh, like I'd rather not, or you don't see yourself that way, or you have a hard time accepting your own beauty. Yeah, and kind of accepting the gift of beauty. Okay, so the masculine energy around what is manifesting for you right now. 5 of Cups. Disheartenment. Okay, so there's a lot of people who made you, I'm hearing there's a lot of people who have, I'm hearing like that have disappointed you. I'm getting this is both like friends and partners and just coworkers who may have wanted your beauty, your light, for not the best reasons, or falsely aligning themselves to you. I'm hearing, I don't know what that means, but falsely aligning themselves to you. I feel like there's a little bit of a manipulation at play. Yeah. They want to steal your light, so they would go about like manipulating you to be their friend, or be like to date them, or to work with them, or something along those lines. But I'm getting the like, not everyone did it like for pure negative reasons, but like I feel like a lot of people had agendas with you, even if it was like kind of low level agendas. Does that make sense? Career and success, yeah. I'm getting it's blocked. It's blocked a lot of your career and success energies. Ooh. A lot of people have been like, oh. I was like thinking, like, is it evil eyeing? And then I'm getting like, no, people have like purposely like treated you unfairly, judged you, or purposely tried to have you not be as successful in your work, hinder you behind the scenes. Oh, did you know about this, Pile 4? That is crazy. Is that right? I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Like what? Yeah, shocking revelation. Pile 4. Something is going to come to light, and that's going to be completely unblocked soon. But something is going to come to light with, oh my gosh, someone has been trying to block you, Pile 4. Yeah, you're supposed to be moving, you're going to move very quickly forward after that, but someone has been blocking you for some reason. Oh, it's all coming to light. It's all happening right now. And there's a reason. Let me see if I can get information on why. Someone is leaving your life. Pile 4. Deep friendship of someone of the same sex. I'm getting same energy, like same. It doesn't have to be same sex, but like someone who's like platonic friend. And then May in reverse. I'm hearing by May they're gonna be completely out of your life. If you're watching this at a different time than when I posted, like within a few months, within several months, this person is going to be completely out of your life. What's going to be happening until then, this person? Unsuccessful plans. They were unsuccessful in blocking you. Is this something that's happening like now? Or is it something that has happened like before? Waste of your time. Oh, this didn't really clarify what I was saying. Is it something that happened before or September? But it doesn't make sense. Let me get more clarification. Is this something? Is this something that was from the past, or is it something happening now? Past. Now. Okay, so this is someone who was trying to get you to go in a new direction in your life. Is this someone who's affecting you or career from the past? Recently. So someone affecting your career right now. You're going in the right direction. Okay. So there's someone coming into your life or is in your life right now that is going to tell you to go in a new direction in terms of your career or whatever passion project you're working on now. And you're going in the right direction, but this person may say like that you're wasting your time or you should do something else, and that person is not right. They're in I don't know why they're coming into your life as like a kind of like a final test or something like that for you to be like completely secure in yourself and your direction in life. It's like you already are. So when this person comes through, it's not even a test. It's just kind of like a reminder that you're absolutely this is what's manifesting for you like right now, and that's why this is like a kind of like a confirmation coming in for you. This person who tells you to do something completely different. Are they like why? Spiritual guidance. Empress. I feel like this is your energy. You have really good divine inner journey. Why are they being like this? Storm. They're very affected. They're very affected by how you've completed a major spiritual journey or cycle. The magician, with the magician and the spiritual guidance, they are jealous of the person you've become. It's like mighty in their eyes. It's like you become like a powerful shaman, and it's like recognizable now. They recognize it. They want to see if they can push you off that course, but you're destined for it. At this point, there's nothing that can knock you off. But why are they trying? Held. I'm hearing they're holding you back. Excitement, firecracker and storm. There's going to be a huge blow up. This person's going to blow up at you. Because you're on the road to success. Oh, this person can't handle that. They're supposed to be the successful one. They're supposed to be the one who makes it. They're supposed to be the one who's recognized for their gifts or talents or the career or something like that. Oh. Information about this person. Family sorrow. I feel like this is someone who is family to you, or someone who might be this is someone who like is really tight with you. This is someone who's like a family member, or a friend who was like a family member to you. It's definitely someone you kind of would trust, and someone who you would want to wish the best for, but they weren't really wishing the best for you. Or maybe this is kind of their inner work kind of coming to a head. Do you know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of those people that like would love to see you successful, as long as it's not as more successful than them. and you are reaching new heights with your career and success that like God has only ever heard of. People have never heard of before, and it's bringing out something in them that's very, very ugly. But you can handle it. You can hold space for them because you have so much love for this person, and you understand that, like, you know, family or people who are like family to you, they're gonna be the one who brings up the most deep inner work for you, right? And so you understand that you're bringing up something very, very deep for them. They're gonna be sorry. They're not gonna be happy about how they behaved and stuff like that. But it's like I'm glad it was with each other. You know, like for you, you're feeling that way. Like I'm glad they exploded on me and like, and we're able to kind of, I could be there for them because I feel like you're coming in very like you're solid. You're hearing this and you're like, whoa, like it doesn't affect you at all. Obviously, you affect this person a lot with the success that you're gaining or that they sense you're going to be gaining very soon. Okay, so we have something going on there. Sorry, I just kind of had to go with the flow and see what was coming up there. But what is it that is manifesting? What is it related to for you? Grieving. There's something I'm hearing like you had to kind of do the inner work of like, what if I don't live up to my potential? What if I don't live up to my beauty? What if I don't live up to my inner calling? You did the inner work and it doesn't affect you. You're like, okay, like it genuinely doesn't affect you. Like I feel like this person, they might be like, oh yeah, like I want you to be happy, but like only unless it's like less happier than me. But they didn't maybe know that about themselves. I want you to be successful, but as long as it's not more successful than me, I have to be known to be the one who's the most successful in the family or in the friend group or at this workplace. You know what I'm saying? So like they probably didn't even know this about themselves, let alone done inner work in regards to it. So you're bringing up something massive for them while you kind of leave that energy for good and you prove it to yourself because you are no longer affected by success. You have no need to be successful in your life lessons, your life purpose, your life work. If it happens, that's great. And you obviously like work towards it. You give yourself some like meaning in life, like things to work on. But like it doesn't like nothing is like I'm hearing you let go of the expectations of like churning out successes in the ways that other people want to see it or that you were taught to kind of show up in. For you, success is just kind of being able to work on the things that you love and like and feel called to do without having like a specific goal or specific outcome. Even if you work towards goals and outcomes, like you don't have to have it happen. And I feel like you're someone who can actually say that and mean it. I think a lot of people try to say that, especially in the spiritual community, but don't actually mean it or can't. And that's just going to keep up bringing up inner work until, bam, there you go, pile four. I kept saying a mix between 4 and 5, but there you go, pile 4. You got this firecracker type of energy where you're going to be getting success almost immediately. And even if you don't tell this person or the people around you, they're going to sense it in your energies and it's going to trigger some people. You watch. This is a heads up from the universe, all right? All right, so what exactly is manifesting for you? Finally getting around to it. Mountain. Yeah. So that usually means like block, obstacle, delays, or challenge. But I don't know if you caught a reading that I've done recently. I said it in a few readings, but for me, at some point in my life, I changed out the meaning of mountain for me to mean like, because in tarot, it usually represents, like if you see a mountain in the background, like a challenge. And I've switched the meaning to mean immense physical abundance and groundedness, like a mountain. So like just switching that in your mind is usually a sign that like you've switched the meaning of challenge in your life, switched the meaning of like that amount of physical essence in your life. Like, so there's this thing where like the more physical things that you have in life, the more money that you have in your life, the more energy basically that you have in your life that you're responsible for, that's tied to you, the more like harder it is to handle. Like, imagine being a CEO with like many employees, like 10 employees, 500, 5,000, like millions. Like that's all the energies that are connected to you, to connect it to something that you're in charge of. Like, a lot of people can't handle that. That's the same with money. Like, a lot of people can't handle a lot of money. So this mountain energy, it presents a challenge, because you're being constantly challenged by the mountain to be able to take on more, until at some point in your life you can realize that, like, it's okay. I don't need to take on more. I don't need to show physical accolades, rewards, awards, proof of my successes, or I don't need to kind of measure my success. At some point, it's like the success to you can just be like being happy every day, having people that you love in your life, being able to have a roof over your head and warm water and food, and just like being able to do what you want to do every day, without having to measure everything and compete and compare yourself to everything. Yes, it'd be nice to kind of have a goal, like, yeah, I'd like to reach the top of the mountain, or have a settlement somewhere here, or to kind of go camping here one time, or, to have goals around the mountain, have physical goals, but not having to always reach the top, not always having to complete each challenge or make everything that is a challenge like a test, have something that is enjoyable. Like, having these lessons in life, it doesn't have to be a hard won lesson. It can just be something enjoyable that kind of gently expands your energy, rather than kind of roughing it out, toughing it out. But yeah, once you kind of get into that mountain energy, you kind of often start to see the abundance come through, right? So what is it that you're specifically manifesting? Family, friend, event, status. I feel like the cat's out of the bag, I'm hearing. So like, I do feel like whenever you're going to get a status change, and it's obviously something that's like legacy worthy, like it's like a huge status change. Your network is going to grow, and hearing your finances, the resource set at your fingertips, access to knowledge and experiences that many people might not have access to. It all comes to you, right? And I feel like because this comes out in reverse, you keep it hidden, you keep it to yourself, and you don't even share it that much because you're getting adjusted to it. But then some sort of family event happens, family or family friend event, where I feel like maybe someone figures it out and slips it, or something happens where people can sense that energy about you, and it causes some friction, it causes some explosions of energies. I want to see, like, is this kind of like, does this come out some way? Stepping into a new experience. Yeah. So, and it came out in reverse. So I feel like you step into this like kind of experience of like this huge glow up, leveling up, upgrade, massive upgrade in your status, network, legacy kind of energies privately. Like, you try to do it as privately as possible. But then what happens at this family friend event? Disappointment in some affairs, and you have to let go. So I feel like some people around you, maybe that you tell, or maybe that they find out, they don't behave in the way that you need right now, so you have to cut them out of your life, and you kind of sense that like they might get the sense that something's off, or they might not, they might be jealous, or they might be unhappy for some reason, or triggered in some way, but they're behaving in ways that you know is not right, that you're not expected to kind of put up with, and you kind of might know like it's time to kind of cut them off, or at least for the time being, until they can kind of manage themselves, manage their behaviors, emotions. The most difficult part of a situation is over. I do find that might be a little bit difficult for you to kind of have to let go of someone that means so much to you, or some few folks or several folks that mean a lot to you, but you're kind of like, I'm entering the best era of my life with all these like big things happening for you. Like, you want to kind of step into those things as positively as possible. And like, if you have to let go of some people to do that, to step into that fully, like that's what you're gonna have to do. Okay, what's with these folks, people? Synchronicity, like it's gonna be how funny how it all kind of works out, like how like they exit your life and you're able to easily enjoy and accept more things into your life. Teacher, yeah, and we got the teacher, the spiritual advisor, the magician. Like you're definitely stepping into that role. What's gonna be so synchronistic about it? Someone working against you behind your back. Yeah, like it's gonna be, you're gonna see things kind of open up in such a big way, because I do feel like someone's energy, and this person is very, very closely tied to you, and that's why they were able to kind of slow down this manifestation or affect this manifestation previously in your life, but no longer with this person. This person's energy gone from your energies. I'm hearing hideout. Yeah, dark man. They have very dark masculine energies towards you. So like they were actively, physically taking actions to negatively affect your career. Pile 4. What is going on? We're getting such specific messages. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve a goal. I feel like every time you kind of tried to do something positive for yourself in your career, this person was there to kind of block it somehow. They're gonna, yeah. So what are they gonna try to do? They don't like the fact that you're highly thought of. They want to be highly thought of. They don't like, yeah. People like are thinking of you highly for different reasons. Maybe because you're a teacher and a leader. Maybe because you have that statusy legacy energy. Maybe because you have a lot of presence and power, your beauty. And you have a lot of people who think highly of you. Like you're someone who lives up to that name, lives up to that work, lives up to your beauty, lives up to, you put your money where your mouth is. You practice what you preach, kind of thing. And you're an example. You're a model for all this type of behavior and energy and life path. And this person, yeah, is not happy about that. Throne, yeah, position of authority. And I do think, again, you go into this like secretively. So you're not doing this like to put it in anyone's face. You kind of understand, you get the message, you understand the task at hand, which is to go into this life like quietly, discreetly as possible. It's gonna be hard to like kind of not be so obvious in your energies to do this type of work or to be this kind of presence, but you're going to do it as much as you can. And I feel like the only person or people that might know are the people who are closest to you. And you might find among them someone who might have the highest intentions for you, who might not want the best for you in terms of your success. And they have been slowly sabotaging you and your work over the years, and you might have not known it, that they consciously know it. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yeah, I feel like this person was blocking both. They're blocking both your material wealth. I feel like this person was kind of, I'm hearing, stealing from you. So they might have been blocking like material, physical manifestations, gifts from the universe that were kind of coming to you that you were meant to have. And they were also slowing down your spiritual growth, your spiritual progress, and therefore your and that your intuition is very strongly tied to your career, whether you are aware of it or not. You probably know. And so you've been working on your spiritual growth a lot, but it's been kind of not appearing in your physical, in the physical factors of your life, and especially when it comes to your career, because of this. Why is it this specific person? Loss. I feel like there was a deep, profound fear of losing this person. I feel like there's a lot of love here. You have a lot of love for this person, and you genuinely like love them a lot, and you had to accept kind of an energy of like if you lost them, like you probably did some inner work, like if you lost them or if something terrible happened, that kind of thing. Maybe through a dream, maybe through some inner work. So you finally let go of this person. Ironically, this person was someone who you love a lot, and they probably love you a lot too, was a person holding you back from your success energies. River. Blocking your flow. How? I don't know if we're going to get the answers, but... Haystack. Karma. You'll reap what you have sown. You always give good energy to this person, but they weren't giving good energy to you. Oh no. You keep your life in balance. Oh no, this person was knocking you off of balance, blocking your flow. Okay, so let's wrap this reading up with why. Why is this manifesting for you? What are some details around this manifestation? The legacy, title, status. Dream sanctuary. Attend to the simple things. I feel like this person was causing a lot of like chaos in your life. They were causing you to spend a lot of time and energy on things that were taking away from your focus, your purpose, what you wanted to work on day to day. Okay, looking at the underbelly. Make sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. Yeah, this person was blocking you from using your time and energy in the best possible way. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps the project you are working on could use some fine-tuning. Yeah. Spirit wants you to kind of move away from people, places, and things and situations, but I'm getting it specifically this one person or this few or several people who've been kind of taking up your energy away from the things that from your simple things in life, just like your basics in life that you want to focus on, that you want to improve for yourself, to become, making self-mastery, to become a better version of yourself. This could be small things like being able to work on your looks a little bit better, and more specific to you, work on your health and learn how to grow your skills in some way, like cooking skills, or, being able to organize your room or your life or your day-to-day activities better. There's like just little things to make your own life better. It could be the simple things in life, but those are the things that repeat in your life and have the biggest energies in your life, like brushing your teeth, but you do it how many times a day, like sleeping, like how much of your life does that take up, like when you want the best sleep, like how do you go for it, that kind of stuff, like mastery on the simple things in your life. But then also your own work, the things that you want to work on, things that you want to spend your energy and effort on, like your spiritual growth and your career, your life purpose, but this person or people were blocking it. And so there's going to be like a reorganization of your life in a big way, to release that energy, to have you focus. Ascended Masters, create open communication. Communication came up a little bit before too. Communication in regards to what? Planting seeds. Spirit wants you to communicate with spirit more, with your spirit guides, your higher self. Financial pinch. Oh, I'm getting like, not financial pinch, the lobster. I'm getting like, you are getting money, but you don't know how to spend it. You'll be playing a different role. Yeah, there's something about like coming into this kind of immense amount of grounded physical energy. You're going to have a lot of abundance, a lot of physical abundance, and you're going to have to figure out how to manage it, organize it, and work with it. It seems fun. And of course, it's going to be exciting to kind of be in that abundance energy in a different way than you have been before. But it's very important that you kind of become aware of it and work on it. Well, family wishes come true. The thing is, you're able to help out this person and these people and your family in general, or your people who mean a lot to you, more in the future. And you're happy about that, and that's what kind of gives you, because you're a very empathic, sensitive, and loving and giving person, no matter what people do to you, that it's important to recognize that you are going to be stepping into this new role and this new life path and this new energy, and you have to take aside time in order to do that if you want to help these family members and people you love for and others in the future more in a better way. But you got to step into this new role first before you kind of bring any aspect of your past that has been holding you back, like clearly someone here has, into your new life. Okay. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah. Don't go to their level. Let them reach yours. And then lastly, the communication. What was this communication part? Gentleness. Yeah. Gentleness, simple things. Like Spirit wants you to start communicating with your life, with your higher guidance on the basic things in life again. There's a lot of messages in this file, sorry, but I have to say all of it. For example, they want you to connect with the elements, but they also want to connect with your bed. They want you to have a relationship with your bed and with your sheets and your pillows and stuff like that. And once you start I'm hearing building blocks. Once you start yes, this is a second chance with all this beautiful manifestation coming in, a lot of money, a lot of abundance, physical abundance, material abundance. It's a reset. It's your ability to kind of form real relationships with the physical things around you that you touch or engage with, or that you do activities. Even like tasks have their own energy. To develop a new relationship with all these basic things again. It's like you're learning how to live again, but in this new, better, evolved way. And once you get that basics down, then you'll be able to kind of fine tune your work, your career, your business, and think of it in a new way, in this new improved way. And then you can kind of think about like other things in your life, like the people in your past and family and other things you want to do. So I'm getting that kind of general timeline pile for. Let me know if this resonates for you. Put a emoji of the mountain if this is the pile that you picked. It really helps me out. Yeah, let me know if you minded all the messages that came through. I know it was a lot, but sometimes that's just what needs to happen. All right, so with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 5. We're looking at what is manifesting in your life right now. We're going to look at the feminine energy in your life and the masculine energy in your life to see how Spirit has been kind of setting you up, prepping you for this manifestation, giving you clues, giving you kind of inner work or physical action to take in order for this manifestation to happen. So you can see kind of where it comes from, and you can see if this pile is for you. So the feminine energy that you've been kind of guided to do. 2 of Swords in reverse. The path. I feel like you're asked to not go down a path. You're asked to kind of cancel out a plan. Like, I'm getting specifically, sorry, when I hit the table too hard, my camera shuts off. Sorry for a second. So I'm getting this energy of like you are asked by Spirit, from your intuition, your higher self, to, is it to cancel a plan or... Yeah, 5. To say no to something. So there's something that was like seemed like a good idea, a good path, maybe something you wanted in the past, maybe something you wanted still now, but it doesn't resonate with you anymore, or it doesn't resonate with the person you have become and who you are now. Like maybe you are meant to have something different or better, or something like that. So, like, it was a really tough decision, but you said no to something that you wanted for a long time or that could really help you out right now, but it doesn't resonate with the more evolved energy that you're in now. And that was a very difficult to do internally. See how it was like feminine energy? It's like a decision you had to make. And recognizing that, like, even though this is something that you might have wanted for a long time, it's still a good choice, still could help you out temporarily or for the time being, recognizing that you've evolved past that path or that goal or that whatever manifestation it is, and saying, no, it's okay, I will choose whatever is next, which is more aligned to who I am now versus when I wanted this before. Yeah. And dreams. Yeah. Vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching, and dreams in reverse. It's kind of like letting go of a dream. And that's why it's so difficult. It's because you've been dreaming and wanting and wishing for this for a very long time. So for the fact that you had to say no to it was incredibly difficult. So you have to imagine, like, like the type of inner work that it takes to say no to something that you've wanted for a long time, that you've been wishing, that you still think of every now and then, what it would be like to live that life, and that you had to say no to it, So that's something that you might have had to do recently, make that difficult choice that, like, even though this goal still seems awesome or something I might like now, it doesn't resonate with who I am right now, which is of a higher caliber, right? Okay, so what's the masculine energy around this manifestation? What have you been asked to do physically to set yourself up for this manifestation? 4 of Cups. Letting go of a relationship, a connection. Interesting. Aries. The combative. There was a relationship in your life. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be a work relationship. It could be a neighbor. It could be anyone. A family relationship. An old friend. A new friend. It could be anyone. But this connection, even though it could have been casual, or it could have been a little bit more than that, a more of a serious, important connection to you. But I feel like the two of you are too different. And I feel like that's something that might have been a good thing for you in the past, to be around people who are different from you, so you can grow and evolve, get challenged, have that contrast for you to kind of grow past it. But at this point in your life, you're meant to be around energies that resonate with you. You've already evolved. So now you need to be around energies, people, places, and things, situations that resonate with you deeply on that higher level. So there's someone who is not on your level, not in your frequency, that was around you, that you had to let go of. And I'm getting that was a physical challenge, but you did it. So you had to let go of a path, an idea, and a dream. And then you also had to let go of an actual physical person. Hey, and I'm getting from the universe, like, there was nothing wrong with this person kind of being in your life. They didn't bother you too much. It was just someone who was not in your energy. And at this point in your life, your energy, you're moving on to a path that is so resonant with who you are now, which is at a much higher frequency than when you wanted this dream, or when you hung out with people like this, that you kind of have to show yourself that you can't be around those energies anymore, at least right now, not right now, while you're going into a better path. Okay, so what is this manifestation related to? Forgiveness. There's this energy of, like, forgiving yourself and forgiving the people around you who may have worked really hard to get you that dream, or forgiving yourself for your older version of yourself for skipping out on a really good opportunity that you would have loved when you were younger, or something like that. Forgiveness from someone who may have not done really anything wrong, but, like, just isn't your vibe right now. So forgiving yourself for doing these things, and forgiving anyone who was involved in this dream. Maybe it was a collective dream. Maybe you wanted this dream, but so did other people in your life that were important to you. And now you're kind of leaving that dream, and they're kind of like, what are you doing? Like, this was our dream. And maybe this person, there wasn't anything wrong with the connection. It was just not where you were at right now. It's, and you just, couldn't have that in your energies or in your life right now. And, forgiving yourself for having to, like, however it was handled, because I do see, because both of them came out in reverse, it probably happened very quickly, ripping a band-aid off, I'm hearing. So it might have been a situation where it happened very quickly, very abruptly, maybe a little harshly, and forgiving yourself and forgiving all involved at, like, how it happened, or that it had to happen, and moving forward. Okay, so what is manifesting because of all this? the whip, which is hard work. Hard work in regards to siblings and neighbor or someone who lives by. I'm getting this energy of whoever you're dreaming this with and whoever this friendship kind of represented, because I do get kind of like these are people or energies that were close to you, so they were kind of like siblings, or they were kind of like someone who lived with you or around you, or you saw frequently, or who you really like trusted, or like it's I'm getting this energy of people you see often, or people that you catch up with often, or people that you are responsible for and they're responsible for you, like not just a good friend, but like someone closer than that, like friends who are like family to you. I'm getting that you're going to be getting people who are like soul family to you, who are going to genuinely put in a lot of effort into helping you and protecting you. Yeah. So we have the number 11 here also. And I'm getting from this deck 11 whip, arguments, addiction, decisions, and passions. I'm getting there are a lot of people around you. I'm getting that you might have a lot of passion. And so you do bring in a lot of people who also have a lot of passion, but they might not have done enough healing, or they might not have done enough work on themselves or work in their passions to be on your level. You are someone who has worked on their passions, things that matter to you in your life, in healthy ways. So you're not going to be around people who argue with you just for argument's sake, or just because they're triggered too easily, or doesn't take the time to understand things. Addiction, who struggles with addictions and may project onto you. And decisions, people who don't know how to guide you to making the right decisions for your life, and often kind of guide you for bad decision making, whether it be relationships, friendships, money, career advice. So I feel like the people around you who should have been there for you in these ways aren't on your energy level anymore, and may have done one or more of these things. And that's why you are getting these energies replaced with things that are better for you. And they may have shown up in this kind of way. Interesting. Okay. And so why is this energy coming into you? I am hearing good karma coming back. Stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration you have been looking for. It's kind of like recognizing like you've become the person that you wanted to be friends with, that you wanted to become, that you idolize, that you wish was in your life, you know? You become that person. And so you need people who are more like you now, who can give and take equally with you. Can hold a light to you, I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of like people project themselves onto you. You project yourself onto other people. And the people around you are no longer serving that purpose. They're not being the mirror or the light that you need them to be. So even the people can use you for that. The people currently around you, obviously the people who are closest to you, maybe physically or emotionally, connection-wise, doesn't matter, both. Yeah, I'm seeing people who you see often, and the people you also like are close with, like old friends, like you just feel, I'm getting this energy like people you are closely connected with, and people who also you see frequently. they don't resonate for you anymore. They can't pull you up. You can pull them up, but they can't pull you up. They can't help you grow. So that's when you know, like, you need to go. Okay. Seeing both sides. Yeah, see, you can see their side, but they can't see yours. You need someone who can see more of you. And they can see more of you because they can see more of themselves. You know? So even though you might have the capacity for a lot of passion and potential in life, and you might have called in a lot of people who have also that same potential, they might not be living it, but you did the hard work within yourself and externally in your heart, in your physical life, to live up to that potential that you were aiming for, that you wanted to go after. So I'm getting like, you call in the frequencies that are similar to yours, right? But there's a lot of people you called into your life that even while you're doing your inner work and working on yourself and bettering your life, that have the potential for that, but maybe have not been doing it, or to the level that you have, or the amount that you have. So now you're matching up with people who have, that can keep up with you, that you can try and keep up with, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And usually it's like people, there's this thing where I recognize at one point, like, there's people who want to be my friends because I can relate to them. I can understand them without judgment. Sorry for that car alarm going off. Okay, so it's funny because the car, like, if I hear any car signs, like that car alarm, it's usually a sign of, like, the people you keep within you, because, like, usually, the people you drive around or drive you around is the people who you're usually closest with. And so it kind of symbolizes to me, like, the people are closest in your life right now. And the fact that the car alarm was going off was, like, no coincidence. Like, emergency change, emergency sign from your angels, like something big is coming off. It's kind of like an ambulance, but with the car is definitely changes happening with your inner circle. Yeah, so as I was saying, like, I came to a point where I recognized that, like, I had so many experiences in life that I can kind of relate to a lot of people, but not a lot of people can relate to me. And it's kind of important that, like, I have friends and connections with people who can relate. And that's going to be, a few people. It comes with anyone, people who have similar experiences, same addictions, same traumas in life, losing someone close to you. There's groups for everyone, right? And different experiences. And so at some point, if you've done enough healing work and you've done enough, like, understanding different perspectives and stuff, you get tired of dealing with people who don't take the time out to do that for themselves. And not everyone has to, everyone has, like, a different objective in life. But for you, I feel like it's hard to be fully yourself if you can't just even talk freely. And being around the people that you were around before, they couldn't understand you. They might have gotten triggered by you. They might have used you as a very powerful mirror. So they might have a lot of, like, deep issues might have come up for them while talking to you. So you're kind of left here like, why am I in this argument? Why am I dealing with this? And it's because you're a very strong energy, very strong mirror for people. And so you kind of need people on your level, pile 5. See someone who can see you. Okay. And clear and active, create sacred space. Yeah, you need to create sacred space. At some point in your life, when you've kind of gained access to your power that strongly, and you have that big of an aura, you need to create a sacred space for yourself. So some place that you can go for just yourself if you want to connect with spirit, just meditate, or just get some quiet. A sacred space for yourself, and then also sacred spaces that you can create with other people who are in the same place. So some meetings, some, group of some sort or something, just a similar hobby, interest, passion, charity work, or just, any type of group, friendships, where you're kind of meeting with people, creating sacred space for people who are in similar energies. This is something you have to do. It's human nature to want to have to connect with other humans. So this is something that you have to do in life. You know it. It's better to do it sooner rather than later. To put energy and effort into finding these right people. I'm going to clarify this like hard work. Is that hard work for you or hard work that other people are going to be putting in for you? Hard work for you. Bravery. You've done the hard work. You already kind of faced your challenges to become who you are. You know it. For other people, imagination. No, I'm getting, it's not hard work. I'm just getting, it's work in general. This is time to collaborate. It's time to not brave it on your own, I'm hearing. It's time to kind of work with other people. Or create a space where you can work more freely by yourself, but also create space where you can work in joining ideas with others. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. The world, yeah, that's a huge yes card for me. Someone you can be your complete self with. People you can be your complete self with, or more of yourself with, and kind of be on your level with like using your imagination. At some point, like when you're younger, you use your imagination for, you know, world building, storytelling, that type of thing, right? Trying to explain things, you know, that's kind of how imagination really takes off. But at some point, like, you know, you develop those skills when you're younger, so then when you're older, you have better problem solving abilities. If you don't use it, you lose it. It's proven that you lose the neurons that kind of, what is it? You literally lose brain cells. Like your brain will continue producing these specific types of brain cells that kind of literally give you intelligence. Like they help different parts of your brains connect to each other. And you lose those pathways if you don't use it. So the ways that you kind of keep them is by constantly exercising your mind with problem solving, using your imagination, thinking of things in new creative ways that you think of yourself that's not coming from the outside, like maybe inspired from the outside, but like that you kind of figure out yourself. That's why it's really important to do crafts, work with your hands, you know, fix things yourself, because you kind of you're exercising your brain, and you're telling your brain like, we need to keep these cells, we need to keep making more, and that's how you build your intelligence over time if you want to become smarter, just to let you know. Yeah, at some point you need you need to be challenged more, right? You need to kind of exercise your mind with people who can do it with you. You know, it's kind of like if you're a bodybuilder, like in the beginning, you're a beginner, so like anyone can kind of help you. But at some point, if you become like a really masterful, experienced, high level bodybuilder, like you might want to hang out with other people on your level, so you'll get those like very detailed, specific guidance and advice or tips and tricks that only other people on your level might think of or go explore and experiment with to find out. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm getting for that. Anything else that Spirit wants to say in terms of, yeah, why this is happening? The Star, guaranteed success. Yeah, you're meant to do big things. You're guaranteed to. And you need the right tools to do that, right? You need the right tools to do that. And one of the things that you really need right now is sacred space for yourself, and with people around, surrounding yourself with people who can be invited to that sacred space, who can work in similar ways in that sacred space. Okay, it's reminding me of like sacred sex. Like, yeah, maybe also partnership wise too, but like mostly I'm getting some people you can like work with, visualize with. Okay, time frame January. So it's like I'm recording this in January. So right now I'm getting this manifestation is coming in for you right now, and within the next couple of weeks. All right. So Power 5. It's a very beautiful energy. I'm gonna see like, where does this lead? We see success energies, but I'm going to see, like, where does this lead? A relationship. So I do get a relationship, man or woman, whatever your preference is. Like, I do see, like, this kind of bouncing ideas and working with others is going to bring you to the right people, but also the right relationship. If you're looking for a relationship, or even if you're in one, you'll probably find one that's, like, better. Sorry. And success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, hard work came up again. So I'm getting, like, this is just people that can get you on the right path and thinking in the way that you're supposed to be thinking, to kind of put forth the best, the best laid plans. But I'm getting, like, it's not going to get, like, the plans you had before obviously don't resonate with you anymore. These people are obviously going to help you brainstorm and think of ways to form a new life, what to put your energy and effort into. They're going to be creative with you. Let me see, if are they going to directly, do they know that they're doing this? Younger woman and love. So I do get some of these folks, like, I do feel like this energy of, like, they come into your life, you're just kind of expecting to just kind of have fun. Maybe this is a new group of friends, new coworkers, new neighbors, that you're just kind of having fun with, and you just kind of really enjoy spending time with them, the way that they think, and all of you are kind of just, like, really having a fun time exploring your creative skills and pursuits, and having someone that you can talk to about it. July. And so then by, like, in 6 months, I'm getting, I got wealth. Because you have an abundance of ideas and new synapses in your brain and all that kind of stuff, like, you're getting a physical abundance as well, because you're allowing love and joy to come into your life. And you're not putting expectations on these people or this project or anything. You're just kind of letting the ideas flow and having yourself open up for once. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. These people, even if they're in your life for a long time or temporarily, so yeah, someone new is entering your life. These are new people that are coming into your life. You're getting a message, package letter, changes in your life. What is these changes? Butterfly, a change for the better. I feel like this group of people, these new friends of yours, they're going to help you change your life for the better by changing your way of thinking, getting you to be more of a joy mindset, thinking in a different way that you've always wanted to. Yeah, problems to be resolved. They can definitely, is it intentional or unintentionally? Time to get out of a situation. Not really specifically, but let me see. Is it intentional? Is it intentional or unintentional? Is it intentional? No, it's intentional. Okay, so the group of you are definitely coming together in order to exercise your minds and think in new ways and be creative in your problem-solving abilities. This group of people that are coming into your life are purposely all coming together for that purpose, and I feel like it's going to help all of you kind of get out of the life you've been living and get into the life that's more aligned. They help change out your mindset. They get you into a more joy state of mind, love state of mind. And that's going to start bringing in abundance almost, like, immediately. Let's get a time frame. Abundance. By the end of the month, it's almost immediately. So, like, I got, like, they come into your life, like, immediately or the next couple of weeks. You're going to be working with them. And then within the month, so, and like a couple of weeks after that, you're going to start seeing abundance, physical abundance start coming into your life right away. And that's basically the universe saying that you're on the right path, and by, like, 6 months, like, you're going to be kind of doing really well. You're going to have a lot of abundance come into your life because you did something to open up your energies through the help of these people who are aligned with you. Silence, yeah. Before you were just kind of silenced, and you're no longer silenced. And that is, like, what Spirit wants you to do, is to bring your creativity out, but you weren't able to do it before because you were kind of silenced. Speaking truth, yeah, see? You're speaking your truth. You're resonating and connecting with your authentic self and saying truth from there. And I don't think you had the opportunity or the platform to do that in the life and the people that you had before, in situations you had before. resilience. And so I love this kind of color and the color theme that's kind of continuing. So I see speaking your truth is going to grow you being resilient, because I feel like you're going to keep calling in people who have potential but not on your energy level, until you kind of build a resistance to it, until you kind of have your voice be so loud and so clear and so powerful that people who only have potential but aren't living it aren't able to come into your life. And you're going to be calling in more and more people who are resonate with you, more and more situations, people and things, material wealth and abundance that resonate with you. Success. And there you go, pile 5. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave me a comment. Let me know that you picked pile 5. It really helps me out. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 6. We're looking at what is manifesting in your life right now. We're going to look at the feminine energy and the masculine energy around this manifestation to see like the hints and clues and the work that you've been guided to do, the action you've been guided to take in order for this manifestation to shape up. And also to let you know if this pile is for you, so you'll know if this pile is for you right away. All right, so let's start with like the feminine energy, things that you were kind of nudged to do internally to get ready for this manifestation, or why this manifestation is happening. Knight of Waves, the Knight of Wands, seek new horizons. Okay, so I feel like Spirit here has been guiding you to kind of look at new things, different things outside of your box a little bit, just because they're getting ready for you to kind of see something, prepare for something that's completely different and new than what you have been accustomed to. Okay, so let's see. Divine sensuality, making love, erotica. Okay, in terms of your love life, apparently. So they probably have you getting in touch with your sacred femininity, sacred masculinity, and really get in touch with your body, really kind of making you see what a romantic relationship or a sacred intimacy would be like in a more evolved or a different way than you have before, or maybe kind of building onto what you have been working on in terms of improving this area of your life, kind of seeing it in different ways, kind of resonating with it in a deeper way. I'm hearing that a lot of you in this pile have been kind of abstinent or kind of saving yourself, or maybe I'm not getting any virgins, but I'm getting a lot of people who have a lot of strong boundaries and keeping the energies kind of, I'm hearing, safe and put away, or kind of only open to the right experiences, I'm hearing. So this is a very conscious pile when it comes to sharing their energies, especially physically, intimately. All right. And that's probably because there's a lot of evolving that has been done in that area of your life. So this is a pile who is definitely craving and is able to have a very deep and fulfilling physical, intimate life. But because it's so sacred to them, has been kind of protecting it, I'm hearing. Okay, interesting. Okay, sorry about that. My camera turns off when I hit my desk too hard. Okay, so let's see the masculine energy in relation to this manifestation. King of Wands. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, which is very, very passionate, very sexual energies. You see singer here, someone who can definitely, they know what they're doing. Someone who knows what they're doing. It's Pile 6, you're definitely someone who knows what they're doing or has the potential to kind of expand in that manner. It's very, I'm hearing experienced or knowledgeable, whether you are very experienced or not. I do get the sense it's like a natural talent. It's like a built-in ability for you to be very sexual, to be very alluring, to be very desirable, to be very good in the bedroom. So let's see more of the masculine energy here. King of Wands. I do get you're someone who kind of has a more, you're in a line of work that is very confident. And if it's not your career, then it's something that you do on the side, whether it's a passion, interest, or hobby. this is something, or it's just like who you are. Maybe you're like the loud, very popular, very rambunctious, outspoken, big personality person of your friend group or of your family. You're that kind of person. You like to, maybe you like to entertain, or you like to showcase your abilities. Maybe you're a very talented musician, or you're someone who doesn't mind, like isn't shy about singing. Maybe you're not good at any of these things, but you're very shameless. Like there's like nothing that can really embarrass you. You have really funny stories. You can poke fun at yourself. Maybe you're very, very funny, or you're just a very interesting person. You have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of interesting facts. Maybe you're very knowledgeable about very specific things. There's something that like lights you up. There's like a fire behind you. People can see it. It's very, very, like, you have to be very confident to be in to do what you do. Sometimes it could be something like very specific. Maybe you're very, like, highly intelligent and you work for like some sort of agency, or like a high level, high status kind of work. But there's something about like you have to be very confident to be able to do what you do. I'm hearing a businessman who like really knows how to like close on a deal. Yeah, that type of energy. Joy and play, the fifth house. And it's because it's fun for you. I feel like there's a lot of people who have to work on this skill, but this is a natural talent and ability. So for you to showcase it and bring it out to others, it's fun. It's not nerve-wracking. It's enjoyable. It's, it's like, I think a lot of people look at this craft that you do, and whatever it is, whether it's in business or with numbers or with your creativity or with your personality, with people, connections, whatever it is, with your talent, your skills, with your knowledge, whatever it is, it's like an innate ability or something that you enjoy learning and producing, and something that you don't get bored of ever. So it's something you get good at and even better at, and then better and better. So I feel like some people are intimidated by that. Some people kind of look at you and be like, oh wow, like I'll have to do X, Y, and Z to get as good as them. But like you can't study it. You have to experience it, and you have to keep experiencing it. And a lot of people will give up because they don't enjoy it. But you're someone who, it's just like such a huge part of who you are, that you continue experiencing, having these experiences, and something that like most people look at, something that you have to be extremely confident in doing, and it comes second nature to you. People look at you in awe. And I think it's different for different people, but you know what I'm talking about when I refer to this for you, pile 6. Okay, so why is this manifesting? What is it related to, this manifestation of yours? Career. And it came out in reverse, so I do feel like it's not just a career, it's your lifestyle. Like, I think some people would look at you and be like, oh, they have a lot of success, they're doing really well in their career, or they would do very well in this career, but you don't see it as a career. It's a lifestyle. It's a life path that you like live and breathe by. This interest, hobby, passion of yours, it kind of defines everything for you. It's like how you see life. It's your perspective that you like to kind of settle in and choose to kind of see life through most often. It's your way of expressing yourself. It's a way that you can be, like, it's like kind of how you can solve a lot of problems. You know how there's for example, if there's like someone who's really, really talented musician, if you're talking about life, like, oh yeah, like I have this issue with my boyfriend, girlfriend, or I'm thinking about changing careers here, and they're like, you know what? It's like when this happens in music, and they speak in terms of music all the time, or they speak in terms of philosophy, or their favorite author, or their favorite TV show, a movie, favorite books, or their favorite, celebrity. Like they speak in terms of how they perceive life, and it's usually through what they're interested in, right? So I feel like that's kind of how it is. Like, you see life through this perspective. It's how you choose to see life, how you like to describe things to people. Use it in many metaphors. I'm hearing. Okay, so what is manifesting for you? What is manifesting for you? Heart, love, romance. Okay, pile 6. So we see kind of a energy here. We don't want to get too erotic, but like there's like an energy of like a ton of passion. Like, if you can express yourself creatively in something very, very well, you're if you're a very creative person, you're probably creative in many different things. You're if you can be uninhibited and express yourself creatively, shamelessly, openly in one way, you could probably do it, express yourself in other creative ways as well, including in a very sexual manner if you choose. But that's just kind of how it is, right? And business, building, product, marketing. So you're definitely making a career out of this passion of yours. And a new friend. So I do feel like there is someone coming into your life, or someone I do see as a new friend. So if you're already partnered up, that's fine. I can definitely see, for creatives, when you get inspired in one thing, it often leads to inspiration in other things. Like if you meet a new friend and they're talking about this one ingredient that you never heard of, it's going to inspire you to probably cook with that ingredient tonight, you know? Like that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if a new person comes into your life and you start working with them, maybe they inspire you. They have good ideas in their conversation that it might inspire you to write a song or, create some artwork related to that topic. It's like, you usually get inspiration from anything you get inspiration from. It usually kind of leaks into other things that you're also expressing yourself in and being creative in. Like, it kind of just works that way. So I feel like there's someone new that comes into your life, and whether they're just romantic or platonic, I'm definitely seeing, if you're single, like this is definitely someone who is you're going to be lusting after. This is someone who is very 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 hot, and they find you to be incredibly hot. I'm hearing there's like a very intense sexual chemistry between the two of you. Looks are there, but there's something deeper. There's like a deep love here, potential for romance and great grand love. But there's something to build here. So building a relationship, but I'm getting more than that. This person is your muse, or you're their muse, and there's this energy of really inspiring each other in your work. I feel like for some of you, you will be working with this person. And for others, you're just gonna be working with this person in terms of inspiration, ideas, friendship. It doesn't matter. I did start with this person's hot and they are inspiring me, and I would like to build something with them, whether it's a friendship, a work relationship, a business, or even a romantic relationship, or more than one of the above. This is the person to do it. It's very, very strong, intense energies between the two of you. Like, it's like one of those energies where something's going to happen. You don't know exactly what at the beginning, but like something is going to happen. Like this person is going to be in your energies. You both feel it. Okay, so why is this manifesting for you? Ally in disguise. Discover the hard to find blessing. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this might even start with like a kind of like a competition, friendly competition, or someone who's like, who kind of irks you, or they irk, and like it's, like one of those things where like, is this person trying to like one up me? Do they think they're better than me? Do they think they're harder than me? Like, do they think I'm like they're too good for me? Like, it turns into that type of energy. It's like, are you kidding me? And then you kind of know though, no, I am the same, if not better than them. And you only think that way and say that about people who you respect, like that's going to be your indication, like that there's some respect going on here. Like there's a little bit of jealousy because on both sides, because you both kind of see what the other person is bringing up. There's admiration too. There's admiration. There's immediate like, wow, who is this person? Like, dang, like I want to get to know them. Like, wow, like they have great ideas. Like, I would love to hear more. I want to grab a coffee with them. I want to talk to them, grab dinner. But wait, do they think they're better than me? Do they think they don't have time for me? But both of you are thinking this. That's how you know, right? There's admiration there. There's a little bit of a jealousy, but that jealousy quickly turns into more admiration and kind of a wanting and willingness to kind of work with each other and that's going to build a very, very strong bond. So just to let you know in the beginning, if there's a little bit of like, who is this person? Like, they're cool, but do they think they're cooler than me? Like, there's that type of energy, you know? You only think that about people who you feel not threatened by, not in competition with, but respect. Okay, so why is this manifesting for you? Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energies. Bring the awareness to now rather than allowing it to occupy your faster future. Okay. So there's this energy of like, this person has half the puzzle piece. They have great ideas, you have great ideas, and there's something special and magical that the two of you can build together. And just to let you know, this could be more than one person. If you already are partnered up and you're set about that, or you're not really looking for a partnership right now, you're just kind of looking for people to work with. It could be more than one person. It could be few or several, a small group that where you're all bringing creativity and inspiration to each other. But I feel like for most of you, it's like really, I'm getting a really strong one-on-one energy because it's very intense, very intense. It's so like there's like intense, like it's like the sex that you're attracted to and they're very hot. It's hard not to have that underlying attraction, even if you two kind of want to just be friends or aren't looking to date or have a partner or want this just to be casual or just kind of like a business thing. Like, it's so intense that it can't help but have like sexual tension here, whether you guys would like that or aren't really looking for that right now. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact is that you guys are definitely being pulled to each other to inspire each other and become more established. There's this creatives are hard to kind of corral. It's hard to kind of get them to like stick to a project, and you kind of need that energy sometimes. It's like the energy of sticking to a deadline or finishing a project or producing a project that like is in demand, that like someone is looking for to produce or market or something. It's like, so like to fit a criteria. So like creatives sometimes need a criteria. It pushes them outside of the box, but like they're not going to think of that criteria for themselves always. Sometimes you need someone who's like more physical minded, physically oriented, masculine energy oriented, that can kind of look at the business aspect of things or kind of the stability of things, the structure and the long-term, aspects of things, be more established. You know what I'm saying? Be able to market, get the clientele, customer base, that kind of thing. But I feel like the both of you are also really creative in that aspect too. Let me kind of pull a card to see if, because I feel like they're both, because I'm getting like you guys are not just inspiring each other, but helping both of each other kind of get more established, put down roots in this kind of creative endeavor. Someone is behaving stupidly. Okay. I'm getting like, yeah, do you know how sometimes like creatives, like, they can get kind of too out there? That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Bowl, plenty of material things. So both of you are getting a lot of resources. You have a lot to work with in terms of creative ideas. There's a lot already here. So Spirit is like, you both have really, really good ideas, and there's something here. You guys haven't just like put it together, and you might need someone else to kind of help you put together all the things that you have already kind of put a lot of energy, effort into, a lot of creative ideas that you already had. How to manifest it, how to make it come to fruition. Work, achievement, success. Yeah, the two of you are definitely hard workers. So I definitely get this energy. I was asking, like, is there a masculine energy to both of you as well? And cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. The two of you coming together is going to create a lot of protection because the two of you are working from divine energies. And younger man, relationships are dealing with a younger man. You can be male or female. I'm just getting, you both have a really, really exalted, I'm hearing, really strong, divine feminine energy. And both of you have the potential for very strong masculine energy as well, but you're helping each other with it. Is it one-sided or both-sided? Is that just your energy? Do you not have a better, like a well-developed masculine energy? reconsider. I'm not asking the right question. Is it both of you that need to develop your masculine energy? Yes. Okay, so I am getting that both of you have a very strong feminine energy, but I do get like a pretty good but well-developed masculine energy as well. Is that true? Yes. Both of you do have a really strong masculine energy too, but it comes nowhere near how developed your feminine energy is with your creative energies, with your intuition. And so both of you are going to help each other expand your masculine energies so it's just as strong as your feminine energies in ways of establishing the work that you put in. Is that true that you guys will actually be doing that for each other? No. Okay, so there is accepting your limitations, recognizing that you guys are both creatives here, and maybe you need some outside help in order to kind of bring in that stability and to bring in that formation for your creative pursuits. Is that true? V, yeah, victory and some endeavor. Yeah. Is it true that you guys need to bring in some outside help? Listen to your intuition. What does that mean? Not the right time. Okay, so right now I'm getting that you guys are going to both help each other develop your masculine energy. How and why? Incantation, by repetitive work. So I feel like both of you are helping each other bring in more discipline and consistency, because you two have been kind of in a lot of your divine feminine energy for a very long time. And you're going to help each other kind of bring more of that masculine groundedness, consistent energies into each other's lives. And how does this help the two of you? Sister, I do feel like it does bring a more kind of platonic and like sibling type energy into your connection. That's why I'm getting like there's definitely an energy of like, oh, this person's hot, but it doesn't go in that direction for some reason. It's so weird. Why does it establish this kind of, oh, I'm getting pure, need to connect to pure energies. You guys need to connect to each other in a pure energetic form first. That's why you guys don't have SEX right away, and don't even are kind of like confused and trying to see like, wait, are you supposed to get a relationship with this person or not? It's because you two are kind of meant to purely connect on just the pure energies, pure divine energies first. And that comes with you connecting your ideas, your creativity, but also helping each other expand your masculine energies and developing that more sibling-like friendship type bond first. Beauty. There's an energy of both of you just are kind of in this bliss mode that you both are kind of really in a very feminine energy together. It's undescribable, but seems kind of like honeymoon. I feel like you both are kind of like delusional together, but like it kind of works for this time and what you guys need to do at this time. Are you kidding me? Brother. And I'm getting both energies. You guys like become like sisters and brothers. What I'm saying is that you guys help each other with the masculine feminine energy, but in a platonic way, in a pure divine form way. It's the purity here with the divine beauty and unicorn energy. Okay, so why is this? Gratitude. Okay, well, and there's one last card for here. Align your universe. Navigate distractions. Okay, I feel like the both of you need to connect to your divine aspects in within yourselves and with each other, and you both are going to really help each other do that. You guys are going to be able to go, like, you're developing a trust bond with each other and trust in each other's higher self, and trust that you guys can, like, and how you connect to not just each other, but to the divine together. This is like a sacred union. I'm getting 5D SEX. So there's something about like you guys need to kind of combine at the higher levels first before combining in the physical. Okay, so I'm going to see, does this kind of lead to a relationship afterwards? Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. You guys go through all the things. You guys take out some time, a good chunk of time to really go through each other's like traumas, inner childhood needs. I'm hearing shark, take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. I feel like with this time that you guys kind of take off from life, I'm hearing I'm hearing like you guys like literally Delulu land, like you're kind of just in your own world. I'm hearing time freezes, like, and you guys just kind of spend a lot of time just in this like world of just like too highly spiritual. It's not psychosis, that's different. That's different from like being aware of taking time out to kind of really push the limits of your spiritual beliefs. It's not healthy if you can't handle it, but if you can, like, you know. Oh my God, look at all these eyes. You guys are seeing eye to eye. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay, this is it. I was like wondering if this was going to be it, but like Spirit has been saying for a long time, you're going to be meeting your divine counterpart when you move into 5D fully, which is a mindset of that you're going to be consistently able to hold, that is empowering to you and is a benefit to all and yourself. And once you can handle that mindset and that vibration, that's going to be when you enter 5D. One of the first people you meet when you kind of stably, consistently hold that mindset and energy is your divine counterpart. That's why I'm getting like, yeah, you might also meet a few other people, but like they're, it's definitely more of a soul family energy, platonic. But I feel like with this specific person is a person that you both kind of designated to have in your life for this experience, which is kind of someone you can kind of review life with thus far, because there's so much you guys went through. Can you see eye to eye, really see into each other's soul, and you're going to develop psychic abilities together. You're also going to have physical bodily changes when this happens. Okay, let me see if I can get any more messages from Spirit in regards to this relationship. It is destined. You two are. It's time being called to each other. How do you two even meet? You're going to meet. It happens pretty fast. If we can get a time frame. Amazing chemistry, terrible timing. Yeah, because I'm saying this energy of like there's amazing chemistry between the two of you, but it's not yet the time to enter a physical or romantic relationship. But there is a very deep, sacred, divine bond that you enter into. You work energetic down, so you work into the divine, pure aspect relationship first, and then you go into that that more physical relationship within 3 months from now. So it's starting now, and next fall. So from between 3 to 9 months is like when you're going to be going through that period. So you're going to meet this person within 3 months, and then in the following like 6 months or so after that, 6 or 9 months after that, is when you're going to be having that period of time where you're deeply connecting to this person in a completely divinely pure platonic way. And then 12 months from now is when what is going to happen? Diamond, you're going to be receiving a precious gift. I'm getting like you're going to be hardened like a diamond, because like this person's going to polish you. You're going to polish this person. I'm getting like I'm not getting marriage, but like it's going to be obvious that you two are probably going to be like heading that way. But I'm getting like you two are going to be coming into your own, and there's going to be a lot of clarity about the next steps to take in your life. It's going to be so obvious. Healing. Yeah, you two are going to be healing together. That's kind of like and sorrow. This is sorrow. It's like there's so much like you guys are going to like see in each other and feel within each other. It's like really, really deep emotional work that you two are going to be doing together. But I do get the sense of like it will be at least a little bit, going very deep, intensely deep, like covering everything. Oh gosh. But I do get right now is just the time to kind of bring in the ideas as they come through, like work on the inner work as it comes through, kind of thing. And this like psychic gift or whatever, I do feel like it starts showing itself physically as you continue helping each other in this way. Yeah, psychic ability comes confirmation that like it is an actual psychic ability both of you develop, and it's kind of complementary. Not I do feel like the sense of like you're gonna be kind of hermiting at home while the two of you kind of figure this out and develop these psychic gifts. It's gonna come on very powerfully and very strongly because you guys are ready for it. There's a lot of things that you worked on energetically that I think you don't understand because you've been living in the mostly physical world and the 3D energies, that you worked on these energies so powerfully that I don't know if you know how strong you are, Pile 6. When you come together with this person and start kind of becoming that diamond that you have formed for yourself, clearing that diamond energy within yourself, I think you're going to see how powerful you are and how much like influence you have in your physical environment. It's going to be very clear to you. Yeah. And then, yeah, you're not going to be alone anymore. So there's an energy of like, there's something that happens when you come together with another person. Everything is like enhanced. All your abilities, talent, skills, knowledge set is enhanced. You become like a mega version of yourself. And that's going to start attracting in a lot of abundance. And don't worry, the fun sex intimate part definitely does come in. It just starts with a lot of love, and it's gonna be fun. So I do get that sense of like, yeah, this year is kind of for that, and then like the following year is kind of like for you to kind of both experience what life would be like as this new diamond version of yourselves. All right, Pile 6, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave a like, comment, let me know that you picked Pile 6. It helps me out, really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.